We're going to start with something a little bit different. I know you want to watch me get pounded by Warlocks and Warriors, and we'll do that at least for one run later. But what we're going to do is we're going to review the sets returning to Arena. That's right. So we get a big rotation. Let me check again what is coming back for us to review. So we're getting Ashes of Outland, Rise of Shadows. We won't do those as in depth because they're fairly recent, right? Like most people are probably at least aware of what those sets involve. But Knights of the Frozen Throne, Ungoro, and Mean Streets, those are all kind of older sets. So some people might not know too much about those. So I think it's helpful to have at least an idea of, if you're doing a draft, what is good, what's KEKW. It's also kind of fun to it's kind of fun to experience the cards again and get excited for them. So it will definitely take a little time. But I think it'll be fun, hopefully. Should we start? How should we start? I kind of want to start with the more recent sets and then go older. What do you guys think? What's the best order? Do you want to start with the older sets and then do more recent? What's the best way to do it? It doesn't really matter, but let me go to my collection. Didn't get jaded again? Yeah. Are all the Jade cards back? I think all of them are back. Old to new? Older to new? Okay. I like that. I like old to new, kind of makes sense. You can see the power creep. All right, so the oldest one is Ungoro. No, Mean Streets, right? I believe Mean Streets is the oldest. This is in order, right? From the bottom. Yeah, Gadgetzan. All right, so again, I'm not going to give like ratings for each of them because that would get kind of crazy. I'll do crafting mode just in case I don't have all of them. But we'll at least give you an idea of what's good, what's bad, and we can talk about them, what we remember about it. Let's get some coffee and then we'll get going. Jade Idol. Terrible in Arena. Omega terrible in Arena. Do not draft it, but it's so fun and constructed. I miss playing Jade Druid. One of my favorite times in constructed. Mark of the Lotus. How do I not have Mark of the Lotus? What the heck? Mark of the Lotus will still be really good, right? I think it will still be very, very, very good. These cheap buffs. Mark of the Lotus actually came back like a little while ago. Or the Mean Streets was back like a few rotations ago, and this card was still great. Oh, I have it in golden? Wait, what? Oh. Wait, why doesn't it show it for me in golden? Wait, what? Why doesn't it show it on here? Oh, because I can't craft it. Should we just assume I have everything? I don't think so. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Whatever. This is annoying, though. Because I don't think I have everything. We could just do it off of golden cards. There we go, that's the best way. Because the golden ones look the coolest anyways. Okay, we'll do that. All right, so yeah, Mark the Lotus good, Jade KEKW. This card, pretty bad, right? Like, yeah. 3-drops have gotten so good. This, like, sure, maybe, but Jade Blossom, also pretty bad. Pilfered Power, what the heck is that? That is Omega KEKW. Gain an empty mana crystal for each friendly minion. Yeah, don't pick that card, okay? Don't do that. Jade Spirit, also really, really bad. Like, just don't try to make Jades a thing, okay? I mean, you can if you want to have fun, but if you want to win, don't do it, all right? Lotus Agents is still... I mean, it's okay. How do you guys feel about Lotus Agents? It's like an average card, I would say, these days. Like, it's kind of expensive to pay for Discover, right? Okay-ish, good, bad, too slow, good. I think it's okay. Like an average card. 5-3, like nowadays it should be like a 5-4 or 5-5, right? Leans heavy on RNG. It's more just that the stats aren't great, right? Because you're paying 5 mana for it, so... Dual class Shaman, Druid, Jades, sure. That actually will be fun if you can make it work. Okay. Lunarvisions. Not very good. I remember drafting this once in a while. It's not the worst if you need draw. Druid doesn't have a ton of it, but pretty bad. Yeah, don't draft the BG card. Okay, Vermin Sensei, don't do it. Oh yeah, that's right. I should remember. I should mention the name of the cards because sometimes people aren't watching. They're like listening on YouTube. So Vermin Sensei, not a good card. Aya should still be okay-ish, right? I think Aya will still be, like, on its own, it's not that bad, right? 6 mana for a 5/3 and a 1/1, and then it spawns a 2/2. It's still okay. And if you get any other Jades with it, also just really fun card. Jade Behemoth, not very good, but again, it's like those worse cards, 3/6 and a 1/1. But again, not strong, right? Coon, there's generally better legendaries. It's not terrible. Like, you generally want to use it for the for refreshing your mana crystals. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Let's just say that. Okay, on to Hunter in Gadgetzan. Alley Cat's still good. Alley Cat's still quite strong, right? 1-drops haven't gotten power creep that hard, I think. So this card should still be pretty good, right? How's this 0-7/7 bad? If you're talking about Coon, because you have to wait till turn 10 to play it. I didn't say it was bad, but you can't. This card's a dead card until turn 10. That's kind of the problem, right? Okay, Smugglers Crate. Give a random beast in your hand +2/+2. No. 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 It's bad. Grime Street still, you know, again, it's a card you'll probably draft some. A lot of these cards do feel a lot worse now because we have cards like Pandaren Importer, right? So, like, you know, again, I will still take this card because I like Discover. Discover's powerful and it's fun, but it's not what it once was, right? It's cheap, so it's not that bad. I agree. I think the fact that it's still 2 mana to look for something isn't bad. Yep. Hidden Cache, terrible. What's up, Mac? Hello. Terrible. Trog will still be good. I mean, it's just like free stats, right? Like, you won't always have a beast, but man, it's kind of funny. You have this card in Warrior now, except it doesn't have to be a beast, right? Oh, funny times. Funny times. Discover from other classes is fun. At least it is. Yeah, I mean, it's still Grime Street's still a fun card, but Grime Street Smuggler is just kind of weak, I'd say, these days. The 2/4 body, just pretty weak. How does Rat Pack hold up? It's fine, right? I think I remember when it came back last time, it was like fine. Again, not that good, but it's fine. I think Shaky is still pretty good. +2/2 is a lot of stats. The only issue is now there's so many more 3/4s. Because 3/4 is kind of like the default stat line now, right? So, yeah. I don't know. I think Shaky is going to be a bit worse. Used to be insanely powerful. There's 100 mini buff cards. Not many, no. The 4-mana 2/2 is a good comparison to Rat Pack. Yeah, and how much better is that, right? Way better. So, Kodo should still be okay. 4-mana 2/4. Deal 2 most of the time. Should still be okay. Not great again, but like fine. It can go face. Xavier, thanks for the 21 months. Thank you. Knuckles is such a... this card gives me the feels. It's not the best card, but it still will be okay, I think. 3 attacks a little rough, though, right? Like, is this card still okay, chat? The thing is, with legendaries, you're probably not going to take it over, you know, a lot of them. But, again, it's not the worst, but not strong. I think there's going to be a lot of that for this expansion. It's just an old expansion, and power level has gone up so much. Piranha Launcher is slow. So I remember like when Pro Launcher came out, it was great. But now, I don't know. It's a little bit too slow, I think. Yeah, compared to Spear. Yeah, exactly right. It just comes down too late, I think. Knuckles with Rush, yeah, we pretty much have that with the 5-5, right? The 5-5 Rush. It's pretty much a better version of that. When it came back, one of the highest, it was up there. It was definitely up there. Prawn Launcher was great at a time. And still, you take it over a garbage card, right? But... Dawn Hancho. Dawn Hancho used to be quite good. Now I think it's pretty mediocre. A 7-mana 5/6 is just so bad. What do you guys think? Does Dawn Hancho like survive the test of time? I don't think it's very good anymore. Too slow. Yeah, I mean if you can play it and like buff something and then on the same turn play it, sure, but yeah, I think it's kind of out of time. Yeah, compare it to Claw Machine, yeah. Don't draft Freezing Potion. Run to Mage, don't do it. Just don't do it. It's Keck W. Cabal Lackey, also pretty Keck W. Sure, if you have a bunch of secrets, try, but Keck W. Crystals fresh from Kazakhstan. So Cabal Courier still has its place. You know, it's not like the Scorpion type of Discover and things like that, but it's still good, I think. Mage, Priest, and Warlock tend to have pretty good class cards, so not too bad. Hey, Dreads, I'm ready for some hot variety stream action. Let's do it, Nady Dog. We're starting with reviewing the cards that are coming back. They're coming back. It discovers DKs? True, yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping that they add DKs back, but you can still get Death Knights from Discover effects, so don't forget that. Don't forget that. Yeah, Manic Soulcaster is a 3-mana 3/4. It's fine. Potion of Polymorph is pretty weak compared to some of the other secrets. It's just not all that great. Volcanic Potion, still premium. So if we're looking for cards that hold up and that you want to take up against newer cards, Volcanic Potion is one of them. Volcanic Potion's great. Still, right? Everyone agree? It stood the test of time. This one would not be a 3.5. This one would still be like a 4.5, I think. At least 4. Cabal Chemist, pretty mediocre now. Still can give you like a comeback card. I'm not going to go through all of the potions, but there's AoE, single target removal. Potion of Madness will be back with this, but Kazakhstan still pretty good, right? If you get it early. I think this Kazakhstan is better than the minion version, right? The minion version of Kazakhstan feels kind of mediocre to me, partially because it's harder to have no 4-drops than it is to have a Highlander deck. So that card should still be pretty good. Cryomancer, yeah. I mean, it's, again, if you have a bunch of freeze, sure, but in general, Cabal Crystal Runner, also pretty It's hard to get that reduction. Great Archon Missiles, pretty bad. Pretty bad. Inkmaster Solia, we aren't going to talk about that. Omega, terrible. Just not worth the Highlander effect. Okay, Getaway. Oh, Getaway Kodo is back. On to Paladin. Do you guys remember, like, people Papega so hard to get value from Getaway Kodo, and everyone loves this card because they're like, but I get another card in hand. I mean, it's still some value, and there's so many secrets now that it might be a little bit harder to play around. But yeah, something you have to keep in mind. Not extremely strong, I would say. Chat, does Dreads want UI back? I mean, doesn't matter if I want it. It's coming. It's a coming. Yeah, it's not the worst for sure. Grimscale Chum, We have a lot of cards to go through, so I'm not gonna. If there's cards, we're just gonna move on. Smugglers Run. Trying to remember how good hand buff is. Like, was. It was only okay, right? Like, Smugglers was better than... But terrible? You think this card will be terrible? Bannerman has buddies now? Yeah, I feel like... With the Bannerman support, it could be okay. Like, if you have it on turn 1, right? That was always a question with this card. Smugglers was one of the the best hand buff cards. Yeah. Not bad. It's not Bannerman, but still not bad. Yeah, I feel like it's... You take it over a bad card, right? Informant still should be decent, right? Discover. Outfitter, if I remember correctly, is worse than Smugglers. Same effect, but 2 mana versus 1, and then you're playing a 2 mana 1/1, which isn't great, right? But it's fine still. It's still, you know, not the worst. We already talked about that card. 3 mana, draw 3 1-cost minions from your deck. No, thank you. That's way too expensive. What the heck? What in the hell is that? Some legendaries here. Wicker Flame is still... is Wicker Flame still okay? 3 mana 2/2 Divine Shield, Taunt, Lifesteal. I mean, it's okay, right? Not good, right? Enforcer, honestly, I feel like Enforcer is still okay, right? The reason I like Enforcer is because it's end of turn, so you always get 1 buff, and at least has a body attached to it, right? So it's still a card that you have to kill. Enforcer is the best hand buff card? Yeah, yeah. If it stays up, you're just like, oh man. Dude, people are going to be doing big hand buff stuff, huh? We were talking about Honcho. Grime Street Protector will still be great. I don't think the meta or Hearthstone in general has changed enough for this card not to be good. It's just a lot. It just does a lot, right? It has Taunt on itself, 2 Divine Shields. Should still be good. On to Priest. Pint-sized Potion is terrible. Potion of Madness is back. And is still great. Right? It's still great. You're not crafting any of these Goldens? No way. I need to save my dust for Hearthstone too. Yeah, I hate this card too. I hate this card so much. Oh yeah, with Scorpid. Yeah. Is Scorpid staying? It is, right? Or is Scorpid gone? Can't remember. Geode's still pretty good. It's a 2-drop with upside, right? Oftentimes you won't get the upside, but it's still fine. 2-drops haven't changed that much. Oh, Baron's rotate out, I think. So it's gone. Okay, but yeah, we still have. Oh yeah, we'll have Gastropod coming back, and Basilisk is still a thing. Okay. Already talked about Courier. Talon Priest still nutty. Definitely still one of the best 3-drops. I don't think the game's changed enough from that not to be true. Oh, I can't wait to play Priest. Woo, Priest. Greater Healing Potion's awful. We already talked about Chemist and Kazakus. Secret Agent coming through. Secret Agent coming through. I love this card. One of my favorite cards in Hearthstone's history. Will still be good. Will still be really good. Obviously, you need a dragon to make it work, but a 5 mana 5/6 is still fine. So, really excited to have that one back. Song Stealer, I think, is also pretty good, right? Like, Silence is one of those effects that the value of it kind of stays, you know, over time, and maybe even goes up some way. So, what's up, Lope? How you doing? We're talking about the cards coming back to Arena. So many cards are coming back. We're playing Wild. Raza's still not very good. It was never that good in Arena. Not terrible, but... Wait, they made it back to 0? Didn't it used to be your hero power cost 1? Or am I crazy? Did they buff it back? It's good stats for Silence? Yeah, it is. It is. How's the BG grind coming? I haven't played too much. I played some 2 days ago, and I'm going to play some tonight. But I've been enjoying the meta. I think it's actually pretty fun right now. All right, so I think it will still be... So it's better than it was before. It's still not a premium, though, honestly. Dragonfire is still good, right? Priest AoE, so. On to Rogue. Do you want to draft a coin? You shouldn't want to draft a coin. Okay, moving on. Ferryman's still good. You can use it for a little bit of value. It's fine. Fine card. Shuriken. Shuriken's still okay, right? I think it's still fine. Deal 2, summon a 1/1. Still fine, right? Jade Swarmer, less fine. One of the kind of meh Jade cards, I'd say. Shadow Rager, yeah, It's pretty bad. It's, you know, yeah, I mean, it can kill, it can trade up, but yeah, it's pretty bad. Ooh, Shaku is back. Man, Shaku feels a little bad as a 3-drop, you know? It definitely does, but Spy Mistress says hi. Oh, for that 3. Yeah. I mean, a lot of cards are so much better. I think you can get a DK with it. Yeah, I think Shaku is, I'll still take it because it's fun, but not as good as it once was. I already talked about that. Shadow Sensei is pretty weak. We do have a few more stealth minions, I feel. And if you do land it, it's kind of nutty. But in general, not a card you're taking a lot of. Already talked about that. So Lotus Assassin used to be the nuts. I don't know how many of you guys remember, but like you'd be able to free kill and then leave like a 5/1 behind. I think it's still good. You guys agree? I think it's still good. Not great, but still good. The fact that you can free kill and then gain stealth is still not bad. I think it's all right. No, we were talking about don't do it, don't try. Lucky Do Buccaneer is not the way, okay? It's not the way, just don't do it. Finders Keepers. This card, honestly, this card was never even, this wasn't even great at the time that it came out, was it? You have to pay 1 mana and then overload for it. 2 mana to discover. Meh. Devolve, also kind of meh, but it can save you. I take it over like bad cards. Jade Claw's still really good. Like weapons, I feel, have not been power crept maybe as much as other things. Like Jade Claw's is still great. So, hey Snowman, thanks for the 34 months. Thank you. Devolve can also be good against mounts. That's true, yeah, with the mount cards, and there's probably more death rattles these days too, so it's not terrible. Overload card used to be dog shit. It's better now. Maybe, but the price you pay for Discover has also gone down, right? So I don't know. It's an okay card. I think it's still not great. 4 mana for 4/1/1 Murlocs. You can pay 3 mana for 4/1/1s in Warlock. It's not very good. I still think Jade Lightning is fine. Deal 4 and summon a 1/1. It's still fine. Hello, Mr. Reds, no arena. We're going to review the cards that are coming back because we're having exciting new arena rotation. So I think it's fun to kind of look at what's coming back. Also gives me information for when we do review the new cards eventually. Probably Monday is what I'm shooting for that. We'll play arena after. Yeah, already talked about that. Jinyu. Meh. Jinyu used to be kind of good because 4 mana 3/6s were rare. But now 4 mana 3/6 is just kind of like a whatever stat line. I think this card's kind of weak now. Still not terrible, but kind of weak. Without the overload, yeah, without the overload, if you're really good still, yeah. Lotus Illusionist. I always forget about this card. 4 mana 3/5. After this minion attacks a hero, transform it into a random 6-cost minion. Mean 4 mana 3/5s are pretty bad, but there's worse cards. It always transforms into something shit. A random 6 mana 1/1. It's good. Do you think it's good? I mean, it scales a little bit with the meta, right? Like now that there are better 6s, this card is a little bit better. So. Okay. Did that. White Eyes is still okay, I think. 5/5 isn't as good, but what was it? Is it a 5 mana Tintin if you draw it? I think that's what it is. And someone asked when the rotation stuff's coming. Tuesday. Very soon. Tuesday. Yeah, 5 mana Tintin taunt. Yep. Eye is here again. Jade Chieftain is only really draftable if you already have quite a few Jades. I don't think you want to go in on this card too much. All right, on to Warlock. Blood Fury Potion, pretty bad. Talked about Courier. Unlicensed Apothecary, be careful. Okay, it's not the worst card. But remember it's summon. So like if you summon anything or your opponent summons something for you, you take a lot of damage. So be a little careful. It's not a card you want to draft very often. Yeah, I think that's fair. Blast Crystal, still very good. Warlock has so much removal, but Blast Crystal is still good. The gold artistic, it is, yeah. Yeah, it is. Crystal Weaver, 4 mana 5/4s are still okay-ish. That's an average card, right? Sometimes the effect will go off. We do have the deal three summon two Voidwalker cards. Coin that into this. Never know. You never know. We talked about that. What the hell is this? No one take that card, okay? Oh god, all these cards are back. Oh man, cards remind me of the good old days in Hearthstone. I enjoy going back and looking at these. I think it's fun. Yeah, Felfire is still good. Reach, still good. Cabal Trafficker, I also think is pretty good. Honestly, these days, I feel like Cabal Trafficker would be a 6/7, but it's still good. The demon pool is pretty nice, right? Abyssal, still great. Still great. Will still be absolutely great in Arena. AoE on a stick, it's just good. Curl's pretty bad. Pretty good. Hopefully they will include the DK's rotation. I'm hoping they will too. I don't think they will, but I'm hoping they do. Okay, on to Warrior. I know a guy. It's pretty mediocre, honestly. It's not the worst card, but there's just so many better ways to do this now. Like the 2/2 that gives you a body and then discovers, but I mean, it's okay, right? Yeah, Flunky, Frightened Flunky, that's the name of it. Yep. Grime Street Informant, we've talked about that a lot. Hobart is pretty weak. It's pretty weak. What the hell is that? I'm gonna move past that. What the hell is that? Sleep with the Fishes is pretty mediocre. In order to get value from this card, you kind of need to combo it. In general, it's pretty weak. Stolen Goods also pretty bad. I mean, now you have the 2 mana, give a top minion +1/1 and copy it, right? So, yeah. Pawnbroker, I think also, like, Pawnbroker used to be really good if you actually had a weapon, which, you know, is a big if. But I think Pawnbroker's kind of weak now, too. I just don't think you can play 3 mana 3/3s. I just can't. Dread should probably mention that all these Discover cards will discover from whatever class you picked first. Yeah, that's actually a good point. So we're going into a dual class meta. I'm not sure if it's going to last for 1 week or 2 weeks or whatever, but yeah, so for the dual class meta, your first class is considered your primary class when you're picking, and that's where all the Discover and random generation type things for you come from. Okay? Please let this be up on YouTube. I definitely will, yeah. I'm going to put all this on YouTube, and honestly, it's like primarily probably for YouTube. So yeah, it'll be up there if you miss anything or whatever, okay? Cack Knuckles. Yeah, this card wasn't even very good when it first came out. 4 mana 2/3. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. No. Grimy Gadgeteer was still pretty decent. It does die to a lot more these days. Originally, this card was disgusting. Like, absolutely disgusting. But now it's a lot easier to kill. So Ali Armorsmith, two attack is just so low, right? In my opinion, it's just a little bit too low on the attack. Or I talked about the Dawn. All right, the neutrals. Mistress is back, still great, right? I would say Mistress gets a little bit of a bump in like Warlock Priest, you know, if you want to be a little more control or need the healing. Not as good in maybe Hunter, right? Patches is back, not good. Small Time Buccaneer, only really playable in Rogue, I would say. Yes, I know you guys are so excited that Weasel Tunneler is back. Look at that wink. But it's terrible. I'm sorry. I regret to inform you it's terrible. Sniper, sure, Sniper's still fine. Pings are good right now. Yeah. Sniper will still be okay. Don't do it. I still remember Dirty Ratting Rag. Do you guys remember? What's the worst that could happen on turn 2? And a Ragnaros came out. Good times. Bartender's still good, right? Again, 2/3. That's stat line for 2s. A little bit of upside. Good card. Applesauce. That's all I remember about this card. Applesauce. Not good, but like the voice line. Beardo, fine, right? 3 mana, 3/4. Basically. Terrible. Backstreet Leper's terrible. Blubber Baron. I have had quite a few thick Blubber Barons played against me. I still don't think it's good, but you will get Blubber Baron at some point if you play a lot of Arena. It just, people will try. Fellark Soul Fiend is pretty weak. It's kind of a unique card. At the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to this minion. You just have to remember if you're playing against this card, like, it will die if it's at 2 health going into their turn, so don't, like, waste damage on it. Okay? Alright. The power creep is so nuts. Yeah, so we're starting from the oldest expansion loop and working our way forward. And yeah, it's crazy how different it is. Yeah, Soul Fiend was never very good, in my opinion. Maybe if you can heal it or something, but it's kind of like a 3/3, yep. Hired Gun, it's still okay, right? It's a 4/3 with Taunt, it's like alright. But definitely these days, it's a below average 3-drop, so. Sally's terrible. Trickster, obviously, is Omega terrible. Sewer Ooze, pretty mediocre now. Wait a second. We have this card, except it doesn't just remove 1 durability, it destroys the whole weapon. It also has the beast tag, and it's tradable. Holy shit. So much better than this card, but yeah, I mean, there's worse stuff. Bouncer's pretty weak. Yeah, in general, not a very good card. Reporter, also pretty weak. It's a 4/4 on your opponent's turn. Just be careful drawing with it. So I see it every time. It's an old card. Maybe some people aren't used to it. Don't play like Arcane Intellect or something. When, you know, normally you draw first. Don't do that with this card, please. Ginzo, it's fine. Kind of underwhelming for opinion. Hosen's back. So, Hosen is still good. I honestly, I feel like when Hosen came back last time, it was like just as good, if not better, right? Because like the minion scale, you have more 3/4s to heal, etc. I think Hosen's still great. Kuki is back. Kuki's still good. This effect is powerful. Good body. Naga Corsair only really gets a bump in Rogue, I would say. Maybe in Warrior. That's about it. Otherwise, it's a 4 mana 5/4. Hog Chopper never works. Worgen Greaser is Omega terrible, 3 health. Bomb Squad, man. Bomb Squad is a really good example of a card that I feel like is just from another time, you know? This card used to be really good. It really did. But now it's like you get a 2/2 body and you have to take 5 damage. Like, you know, if you're desperate for removal, you'll still do it, but Bully, also kind of 4/6 is only okay these days, I'd say. Doppelgangster. The Doppelgangster. So Doppelgangster, so what do we have for Evolve, guys? Yeah, exactly. Compare this to Cheesemonger. Yeah. I mean, this card's obviously really good with like hand buff and stuff, or evolve effects. I don't remember what evolve we have. Revolve is back. Oh, Bogspine comes back. Okay. Finja, pretty terrible, pretty bad. Oh no, Garuk Fu is back. Oh boy. 5 mana, 3/5. Wait, we literally have this card for 1 less mana. Wait a second. That elemental bird thing. It's terrible. Also terrible. Red Mana Warren's bad. Second Ray Bruiser is still honestly okay, I think. There's a lot of spread these days, and if it comes down for 3, it's still great, right? 4 or 5, not bad. Hog, I think, is still okay. It's not good. I mean, there are 5/5 rushes now, you know, just that's just their stats. There's 5 mana 4/6 rushes that draw cards, but you know, it's a little bit of reach. Good against Demonic Assault, sure. Yeah. Streetwise, pretty mediocre. Ancient of Blossoms, pretty mediocre. I think Ancient of Blossoms is still okay because it's taunt. Big Time, the #1 favorite card to play in a Mirror Entity. Still okay, right? Okay. Not good, but okay. Cleaner. Cleaner should still be decent, no? 6 mana, 5/7 isn't a good stat line, but we're gonna have like the Ungoro mount, what's it called? The Steed, Spiker's Steed, right? And I think we still have the other mount cards, right, as well. So it could be okay. Five Promoter's terrible. Leatherclad Hog Leader, pretty weak. It's hard. Although honestly, these days, my opponents have 6 or more cards quite often. I still don't think it's a good card, but you're probably more likely to get this effect to go off now than you were when the card originally came out. So, yeah, Queen Ariana. Knight's Shadow, Red Shadows and Gora Meat Streets are all coming. Yeah, it's going to be kind of crazy. Goya, Keck W, not good. Burglebot, Omega Keck W, not good. Wrathion, pretty damn bad these days. 6 mana, 4/5, draw 1, not very good. Oh no, this card is back. Dude, I actually hate having this card back. Because it's one of those cards where, you know, you never draft it, but like if you evolve into it randomly or something, it can actually be triggering. You have to be careful with BMing with this card on the board. All right, so that's Mean Streets. Okay, let me play a set of ads before the next one. I apologize to everyone. Ads incoming. What is next? Ungoro right after, right? Okay. Let's drink some water. I always lose my voice a bit when I do it. All right. Journey to Ungoro. I think Ungoro is probably my favorite set of all time, I would say. I think if I just had to say one set, I just remember a lot of the cards from it. There was quite a bit of like random effects, right? Like even right here with Tortoral and Forager, but it was fun. Like I enjoyed the random effects. I don't know. It's just a great set. All right, starting with Druid again. We'll just do it from left to right as usual. Earth and Scales, pretty mediocre. Pretty mediocre. Sometimes it can save you with the HP game, but pretty mediocre. The heck is this? I don't even remember this card. Jungle Giants. Quests aren't in Arena, so we won't talk about it, but summon 5 minions with 5 or more attack, reward Barnabas. I don't think I've ever seen Barnabas played in my lifetime. 5 mana 8 battle cry. Reduce the cost of minions in your deck to 0. What the hell? I honestly, I don't think I've ever seen that card in my life. Okay. Forager. Forager will still be great, I think, right? Big minion. This card's so good. Sure, it's a 2/2, but you know, generally 5 or more attack means big, you know, values. So Forager will still be really good. Long neck, bad. Obviously, the best thing is probably Divine Shield or Plants, but oh yeah, Adapt is back. Okay, so I should actually mention this for anyone who wasn't around at the time of Ungoro. Adapt basically means, so this one's conditional, but you get to add effects to your cards. Can we remember all of them, chat, together? With our power combined. So it's what? You have Divine Shield, you have +1/1, you have Summon 2 Plants, you have +3 attack, I think it's 3 attack, +3 health, is that right? Is it 2 attack or 3 health? Poison, yeah. Poison, Taunt, no, Rush I don't think is one of them. I don't think you can get Rush. Wind Fury, yeah, 3, okay, 3 attack, 3 health, yeah. Wind Fury, okay. Stealth, right? Did we say Stealth yet? Stealth is definitely one of them. Yeah, Divine Shield's like generally the best one, I would say. Oh, Taunt, yeah, Taunt, +1/1, that's right. I think we got them all. Oh, can't be targeted too. Yeah. Can't be targeted's another one. All right, I think that's all of them. So anyhow, it's basically, I actually really like the mechanic. It's a way to adjust your minions based on the situation. So Yep. Evolving Spores, pretty bad. Pretty bad. Spell Shift or Shell Shifter. This card used to be quite good. Now, like a Sinjin, the 3/5, which what you would normally do, is pretty mediocre. It's still flexible, but I don't know. There's just so many better 4-drops now, in my opinion. Living Mana is still going to be good, no? Like, ideally, you wanted to play Living Mana on, I don't know, like turn 7, 8, maybe even like turn 10 or something. I think it's still good. It's just a lot of stats. Yeah, Living Mana into Psychic Scream. Yeah. Oh, we all remember the days. Long Neck. 5 mana, 5/4, adapt. It's okay, right? This one still seems okay. I'm just thinking about the things you take, right? So health makes it a 5/7. That's not bad, right? Divine Shield, a 5/4 Divine Shield, still okay. Plants on it isn't terrible. So should be okay. All right. Sure. I mean, it's like, yeah, $1 in Crusader, right? Which is a fine card. Yep. My anaconda don't want none if you ain't got buns, hun. You can do push-ups or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt. This card's terrible, but every time I see anaconda, I have to do that. It's awful. Don't pick it. Tyrantus. Wait, is this card untargetable? What? Isn't this card untargetable? Am I crazy? I thought this card was untargetable by spells. No? Am I stupid? Oh, it's missing its text? Oh, it's bugged? Okay. Yeah. So it's actually not the worst. Because you kind of either need like a bunch of stats on the board, or I don't think you drafted a lot, but it's not the worst, right? Can you check the non-golden version? What? Doesn't fix it. Keck W. I guess we'll see. No text means no untargetable effect. Wait, so did they change it? Try to disenchant it to see if it got nerfed. Wait, do I even have it? No. Okay. Well, in my old Hearthstone, it used to be untargetable. It wasn't changed, it's bugged. Okay, I'm assuming it will still be that way, right? Probably. All right, on to Raptor Hatchling. Sorry, why would I skip over the one, the only Jeweled Macaw? Still will be good. Still will be really good. 1/1 gives you stuff. Really good. Raptor Hatchling, fine. I would say oftentimes drawing the 4/3 is not advantageous, but it's still 1 mana 2/1. It's okay. Stampede, pretty bad. Not going to talk about quests. Ooh, Razor Maw's back. Dude, Razor Maw's still nutty. It's still definitely nutty. Means you against Hunter you want to clear beasts again, right? Terror Scalpel's Devil's Sword, yeah, that was the old combo. Yeah. This card's still great, like premium. Dinomancy, don't do it. It's terrible. Don't do it. Don't lose your Hunter hero power. Grievous Bite. Grievous Bite's still fine, right? It's kind of like a reverse Bola Shot. So Bola Shot does 1 to the middle and 2 to the outside, right? So this is 2 and 1. So it's probably a little worse, right? Just if you look at the total damage done, but it's still fine. I think it's still pretty good. Stalker, pretty bad. It's just so hard to make work in Arena. Tolvir Warden, also pretty bad. Playing a 5 mana 3/5 these days is just too hard to do. Let me tell you guys something about Swamp King Dread. The only thing I'm really going to say about it. When you play this card, your opponent always has a Gastropod. Literally every time. I don't know how they do it. Maybe it's just me, but they always have a Gastropod and this stupid dino dies. But if they don't, it's a lot of stats. Yeah, or Basilisk or whatever. Yeah. Good attacking poison, yeah. All right, Mage. Archanologist. Wait. Oh, this was made core, right? Because this card's in rotation right now. I guess this was made core. Yeah, very good still. I love Flame Geyser. Sadly, Flame Geyser isn't what it once was, because now we have Rune Orb, where instead of getting a 1/2, you get to discover. But I still think Flame Geyser's all right. Gives you more stuff. Not the worst. Glyph should still be good, right? Like worse than Rune Orb, but still good. Rune Orb is rotating. Oh, that's good news. That's good. I still think Glyph is good. 300 card. That's all I remember about this card. This card was announced. The Lightforge tier list, RIP, you'll be remembered, put this as a 300 rated card. I think like the highest card before this time had been like 200 or something. It's not that good anymore, I think, honestly. I don't know. It's like understated on turn 2. It's understated on turn 6. And finding time to play a 10-10 on turn 10 is like really hard to do. So I don't think it's that good anymore. It's still value, but it's not anywhere near what it once was. Never was broken. It used to be really good, I would say. But now I'm like, it was never 300 good, but yeah. Tempest should still be fine. Mage spells are good. 2/1. You know, that's fine. Good card. Above average, I'd say still. Mana Bind, I've never been a fan of. It's like counterspell, except worse, because you let the spell go off, and then you know they know, like you know what they have. So I'm not a huge fan of Mana Bind. Molten Reflection also pretty mediocre, not great. I love this card, Steam Surger. Just something about playing it and getting that geyser, so fun. It's not as good anymore, but it's still a fine card. Now this card has stood the test of time. I don't think there's any reason to believe Meteor won't still be really good. Single target and AoE in one card. It should still be great. Do you have any cards that aren't golden? Yeah, a lot. I mean, some of these I'm just clicking like, all right, like I know this golden. I haven't crafted a lot of them. I need to press the button again. What do I have? About 30k dust total? Yeah, Meteor's so great. Oh yeah, what we should make a list of that. If any of the mods are free today at some point and want to put like a new rotation for secrets, that would be helpful. It doesn't have to be done today, but eventually, just to show for each class what secrets are going to be in and out. Okay? Because that always is hard for me. I mean, I have the tracker, but it's still hard for me. Is Grand Finale still in? I think Grand Finale is gone, but not 100% sure. Okay, moving on to Paladin. Oh man, Paladin and Ungoro. I don't know if anything is like... I just associate Ungoro with Paladin. Adaptation, pretty mediocre. It's not terrible, but like you basically use this and try to YOLO poison, and then if you don't get it, you're upset. Most of the time. Lost in the Jungle, still very good. Dude Synergy and 2/1/1s for 1 mana, still really good. Hydrologist is also still great, right? And now there are way better secrets. So I think Hydrologist, if anything, went up in value. Better now, yeah, because now you have the Judgment of Justice. Is that the one? And dual class 2, yeah, true, right? So like if you're primary mage and you play Hydrologist, you'll get mage secrets, right? Yeah. Primordial Champion, pretty hard to make work, but if your opponent plays this, you should kill it. You should. Did you dust all the wild cards? No, not all of them. Almost none of them, actually. I think this got nerfed at some point, so that's probably why I don't have a golden. Did it get nerfed? I don't know. How do I not have that golden? Light Fused Stegodon. You got to kill dudes. I don't draft. I remember I didn't draft this card all that often. And what's up, everyone? If I missed your hello, I see your hellos, but I want to try to get through this fairly quickly, so bear with me fairly quickly. But yeah, kill dudes because this can happen. It's much better if you have synergy outside of just the hero power to summon them. This is the OG. This is the OG mount card. Still great. Still will be great. Plus 2/6, summon a 2/6 taunt. Where would you guys rate this compared to the other mount cards? I feel like it's still better than a lot of them. Like, I think it's better than the Druid one. It's similar to the Priest one. The Priest one's maybe a little better, but it's still really, really good. It's a better card for Paladin than the mount card is for Priest. Because, like, Paladin's more about, like, being on the board, right? Still very good. Tarim, I don't think anything has really changed with Tarim, right? Like, Tarim is still going to be absolutely busted. At the time it came out, it was by far the best legendary in the game. I still think it's really good. Because the thing about Tarim, again, because a lot of people didn't play it this time, you can use it to buff up your own board to make 3/3s out of 1/1s, and you can also, it also negates threats on your opponent's board, right? Love that mid-range Paladin. Yeah, Tarim just, I mean, at the time it was, you play, we'll get to it later, but Stonehill Defender had a bonus for this, so it was like, it was pretty crazy. Am I excited for a Scorpioless Med next week? I am. And I'm excited for all of these cards that we're talking about to come back. The return of Vine Cleaver. Vine Cleaver's still good, right? Should still be good. I mean, 12 damage and 6/1/1 should still be good. Yeah, still quite good. Dynasize. Dynasize I actually like a lot. It's not, I wouldn't call it an auto pick. Like, you need to be on the board for it to work, but I like this card as a finisher, and it's something you should play around. It's epic, so it won't be as common, but yeah, the art is so sick. Yeah, it's great. It's great. On to everyone's favorite class. Priest. Binding Heal's bad. Oracle is still great. Get a card from your opponent's deck. Still very, very good. Radiant Elemental still very, very good. I remember getting that. Wait. We don't have... Unstable Evolution isn't a thing, right? So we're not going to do the Radiant, like, infinite combo, right? I hope. There's always some busted stuff that comes out with this with dual class, I'm sure. I don't know what it will be yet, but anyhow, Elemental's still quite good. Shadow Vision's pretty mediocre these days, I'd say. It does give you a copy though, so it's not terrible. Shadow Vision is probably still decent. Oh, Glimmer Root is back. I love this card. So one thing to note about this card is it's better to play it later on when you have more info about your opponent's deck, because otherwise it's kind of a guess. But you know, oftentimes it's an educated guess based on what is more likely for them to draft, etc. So Mirage Collar, I mean, you can do like Mirage Collar on this. Obviously, there's some kind of nutty combos with it, and I pulled off quite a few, but it's more of a combo card, so not great. Tortolin, preserve us. What do you guys think? This card used to be quite good. Now I'm kind of like, 2/6, 4 mana. 3/6 is kind of like the standard. There's so many more Yetis now. Average at best, because low attack, yeah. Was never a fan, yeah. Seems pretty mediocre now. Lyra's back. This card was one of my favorite cards of all time. The pop-off is pretty nuts with it. It's pretty expensive now, 5 mana for a 3/5, but the idea with Lyra is you pretty much want to play it like later on, right? Where you can like play it and then use 5 mana to pop off. Still fun. Probably not the best of the legendaries, but still fun. Oh, Sethic is back too? Okay, cool. That card's broken. Broken. Free from Amber should still be great. And one thing, we will have Blood Bloom Free from Amber back if you do the Warlock Priest combo. Used to be one of the busted combos. Blood Bloom's at least 4 now, but yeah, still quite a good combo. Yeah, Amber is just scaled because the 8 drops have scaled, right? So it should still be quite strong. And wait, we're getting Lich King back too, correct? Isn't Lich King back? So that gives it a little bit of a boost. Ultra Soar every time, yeah. Okay, on to Rogue. Oh, Hallucination. Hallucination, so fun. Such a fun card. Still should be good. Biteweed, it's never as big as you think it is, I'm telling you. The thing about this card, you think it's going to be so big, you played so many cards, and you look up and it's like a 3/3, and you're like, what? What? Razor Petal Lasher, I used to love this card. I still think it's honestly, oh man, is it still okay? I think might be below average now. I don't know, it's okay. Can bank the ping at least, yeah. Still decent IMO. Yeah. I don't know. Doesn't blow me away anymore. Pings are useful, right? And it can go face, so it's not the worst. This card not good. Too expensive. And Venom will still be good. You do have to be a little careful about Envenom because you end up taking a lot of face damage with the card, but I think Envenom still should be pretty good. Mimic Pod, not my favorite source of value because you get multiple of the same card, but it's not the worst if you just need more stuff. Ooh, Shard in dual class, right? So this is one of those where like my rating for this card is different depending on if it's dual class or not. So if you draft this card, all the cards that you play from the other class reduce it. So you will oftentimes play a 0 mana 3/3 weapon. So dual class good, outside of dual class not very good. Sharazin, play 4. You know what's so funny? I forgot that you had to do it in 1 turn for this card. We have freaking Rat King now, where you just have five minions die and it just comes back. Here you have to do it all in 1 turn. It's pretty terrible. The art is great. It reminds me of like Dread's Re. It's great. Oh, Vile Spine. How long is dual class in for? I don't think we've had confirmation yet. I hope it's more than just a week, but yeah. Still good. Vile Spine's still good. I think now that Assassinate is 4 mana, it's a little bit less insane, but it's still good. Still very, very good. Is this better or worse than... Like, if you compare it to Assassinate, which one would you rather draft? What do you guys think? Is it better than Assassinate? I don't know. You guys like this more? Much better? I don't know if I'd say much better. For sure. This one killed on target, but that is true. That does make a big difference, honestly, with Angoro coming back. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously cool combos. You'll still be taking it most of the time because it's, you know, good, but just interesting thought. It used to be there was like no question you took this card every single time, no matter what. But now with power creep, it's a little different. Air Elemental, can't be pinged. I mean, still dies to a demon under hero power or whatever. Terrible. Primal Fin Totem. Huh. This card used to be really annoying. I think it's still going to be pretty annoying, no? What do you guys think? Meh? Win more? These cards are so well designed. I love the Ungoro cards. Average, bad. I think it really depends on your deck. It's probably a little bit worse, but if you can protect it, you know, it's one of those snowball cards, right? Do we have a date for Super Auto Pets? Super Auto Pets. Let's tentatively plan on doing some Super Auto Pets tomorrow, okay? Tentatively. No promises, but tentatively we'll plan on it. People have been asking. Hot Spring Guardian. 3 mana 2/4. I think it's just a little bit too understated nowadays. Not terrible, but Spirit Echo, pretty bad. Is it? It's pretty bad. 3 mana, return to hand. Trying to remember how this used to be. Was it ever that good? I think it's still kind of expensive. Like, you have to be ahead to be able to do it. It could kind of ensure the win, but so slow, yeah. Yeah, Spores is 4 mana, true, and that just summons it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Tidal Surge. It's a core set card. You guys know about that one. Volcano will still be great. Do we have Bittertide Hydra back too? I think we do, right? The good old, you play your Bittertide Hydra, they Volcano you and you just die. Good times. Still good though. Stone Sentinel, pretty terrible. I'd have to go and look and see how many elementals we have. If you proc it, it's good, but it's hard to proc. Calamos. I don't remember all the different types. Do you guys remember? Is it deal 3 to the board? Summon 1/1s is one of them. There's also heal and there's also deal damage, but I don't remember the amounts for each of them. I want to say it's deal 5 to the face, 6 to the face. Is that it? Okay, and heal 12. Okay. 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 Hero for 12. Summon 1, do 6 to their face and 3 to the board. Okay. Yeah. I mean, obviously if it's activated, it's still great. It just depends like how often you have it activated. Okay, on to the Snorlock. Good old Snorlock. Clutch, Mother Zavis, pretty bad. Corrupting Mist, pretty bad, just because your opponents can like trade them off. Sometimes it's clutch, but generally pretty bad. How is Tunneler now? 3 mana 3/3. Discover a spell, deal damage to your hero equal to its cost. It's pretty bad now, right? Because just 3/3s aren't very good. Yeah, I know compared to Scorpid, I know. But that's everything. That's like every Discover card, right? Yeah. Always Loki hated Tunneler, so understated now. Are Spellstones back? I don't think they are. But I guess we'll see, right? No, I don't think they are. Alright, so Blood Bloom is back. So for dual class, it's a big deal. Warlock doesn't have a lot of ways to make use of this, but even at 4 mana, Blood Bloom UI will be a thing again. Blood Bloom free from Amber. What are the other really good combos with it? Those are the two that really stand out to me. Do we have Box? I think Box is gone. Blood Bloom Steed. It comes 2 turns early. Negron Slam. I don't think that's a thing. Anyhow, I know those two are really good. Dino Size, maybe? Okay, I can see Dino Size. Yeah. Okay. Terrible. You guys already know that. Pterodax, honestly, I think is pretty good still. I remember this card, I don't know, like, you can make a 4/7 Divine Shield, and Warlock is also getting token support with the mini set, so I think this card's still really good. Feeding Time. Oh my god. Dude, just compare this card. It's almost hilarious to compare. What is the name of the Demonic Assault? That's I couldn't think of it. Compare that to Demonic Assault. It's 1 more mana. Feeding Time used to be so good. It used to be good. Yeah, it used to be solid. I mean, you'll still take this over garbage cards, but what eggs are in the game now? I mean, we still have the 2-drop, all right? The 2-drop 0/2. We'd have to go and look and see what all of them are. But yeah, obviously the Pterodax is great with that. It's just hard to make work, right? But if you do, it's pretty crazy. Oh, wait, it can't even go face. You're right. Wait, it gets even more hilarious. Can't even go face. What the hell? Okay. I still think Tarlurker's fine. There might be a little more silence now, but it's still fine. It's a 4/7 taunt. I think it's still okay. Hey, Dreads, how are you feeling about the new cards? I think some of them are really good and some of them are really bad. I'm not going to do like a full review, but we'll talk about them a little bit later. Funny. Right now, we're reviewing the cards that are coming back. Yep, yep, yep. Keck W. Keck W. Good luck. You guys can make it work. Good luck. I'm not going to try. All right. On to Warrior. Look at that, chat. How about you pay a mana and I give you... This is a trade offer. There's a trade offer meme. I give you 5 armor. Pog. It's terrible. Oh, Molten Blade is back. Dude, I low-key love this card. I don't know how good it is anymore. I think you still take it, right? Because like it scales. Cards like this scale with the quality of weapons. So I think you still will take it, right? Because weapons, if anything, have gone, they've gone up in value. So I think Molten Blade will still be quite good. I remember top decking this and actually killing someone with it before, because it actually, you can use it for 1 damage. So a lot of those 0 attack weapons Stormwind though, that's true. So the pool might be a little worse, huh? That's true. There are a lot of those 0. Okay, so yeah, it might be a little bit worse than previously. It's a good point. It's a good point. Cornered Sentry, pretty keck. Explorer Ungoro, dude, I had some fun with this card. It's not good. It's not good, but I had some fun with this card back in the day. One of the more entertaining cards to play with. Hatchling, honestly, Hatchling's a little bit worse now, sadly, because the 3/6 stat line's pretty mediocre, but the fact that you get a 6/9 back if you draw it for the same stats, or for the same cost, 5 mana, it's still okay, I think. All right. Terrible. Singenesis is terrible. Direhorn is still pretty good. I think this is another one of those cards that kind of stood the test of time. I think like 5/5 again, Divine Shield, or 5/8 6-drop with taunt. I think it's okay. The taunt just makes a big difference. Have I ever won with Exploring Gorner? Oh, definitely. Many times. Yeah. Tar Lord, again, another one of the Tar cards, still good. I think 5/11. That's a lot of shit to go through. So I still think Tar Lord's fine. King Mosh is back. Chop, 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 chop. Chop, 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 chop. Mosh is fine. Mosh is still good, right? 9/7. It's actually still really good. Develop a body, kill stuff. I think this one's still pretty good. Always dies to Snail. All right, dude. These neutrals give me such the feels. Oh, you're thinking of Crash, but not liking it? Yeah, no, this one's way better than Crash. Crash is not very good. The neutrals from Ungoro. Such a good time for Hearthstone. This is not one of the good ones. I remember like leaving this thing up so they couldn't play anything. Just Hive Queen's terrible. Okay. Reaver's fine, right? It's a 2/1, deal 1. It's not good anymore. Below average, I'd say, but Firefly's still good. I think Firefly's still great. Same thing with the Glacial Shard. Both of these, like the utility from that is still great. So these are still good, very good. Galaka Crawler. Oh god, this card is back. There's so many more pirates now. I hate this. I honestly think like Galaka Crawler and the new card that's coming out that eats beasts should just not be a thing. I just think they shouldn't be a thing. This is so classy, talking about cards from back in the day. I know, man. It's crazy times. I remember playing with all these cards. The new card is even more toxic. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. I hate these effects in Arena. I just don't think they belong. So Runt is pretty bad. You can kind of make it work in Paladin sometimes, but in general, pretty weak. Rockpool's fine. 2/3. Are the Amalgam cards still around, or are they gone, chat? Like the 4/5 Amalgam, the 3/4 Amalgam. Are those still a thing, or they're gone? Okay. So that makes this card a little bit like it doesn't like. I think if those were a thing, this would be a little bit better. But All right, Gastropod. Hey, Jeds, what's this? We're reviewing the cards that are coming back on the rotation on Tuesday. A lot of old school favorites. So Gastropod should still be great, right? I don't think anything has changed to make this card not great. Still just very annoying. There might be a little more removal these days, a little more rush, but Gastropod's just such a dumb card. You will all lose a big minion to this card. And, yeah. Yeah, it'll be sad. Volatile Elemental, I'd say only really draftable in Mage. Kind of an inefficient removal. In general, this card's just so awkward to use. Egg, pretty bad. You need synergy with it. Egg Napper? I think Egg Napper's still okay. Like it's definitely worse than the 3/2. What's the 3/2 we have right now? That summons the Adventurer? It's like an ooze or something. What's the name of that card? You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys are better with names than me. But I think Egg Napper's still okay. 3/1, summon 2 1/1s. I think it's still fine. Yeah, Ectoplasm, there we go. Yeah. Wasp also I think is still fine. Right? I think it's still good. Like still very good. Yep. This was never some of the better weapon removal. I still don't like it too much. Keck F and W, what the hell is that? This is core actually, isn't it? Oh god. Igneous Elemental's pretty weak too. You just can't really get away with playing a 3-mana 2/3. It wasn't even good at the time. I think this card's pretty much trash now. Wait, this is banned? Wait, really? They banned this? Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. BG card. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Hatchling pretty bad these days. My feeling is that like the drops are just so like the old 3 drops are so much worse. So I feel like now you're not going to be passing like the 3/4s that you're offered. Like in the current meta, you don't really need to prioritize 3/4s, right? But a lot of these bad 3s are coming back, so I think the pool of 3 drops is going to be a bit worse. Out of my jungle. Stonehill is back. 1/4 feels a little bad. It's not terrible, but it's not as good as it once was, right? And also the fact that you don't have an offering bonus for your class is kind of, Lich King is back. Yeah. I mean, you can discover Lich King. There are some really good taunts, but it's not what it once was, in my opinion. Tar Creeper is still great. Of the Tar cards, I believe Tar Creeper is the best one. And maybe it's a little bit worse. Is Sunbow Initiate still a thing, or does that stupid card finally rotate? The 3/4 dumb card? God, I hate that card so much. I feel like that card might make Tar Creeper a little bit worse. It's out? Oh, good. Good. Hate that card. Terrible. Banned from Arena. Bright-Eyed Scout. Honestly, Bright-Eyed Scout's still okay-ish. You play a 4-mana 3/4 for a chance to high roll. You can also low roll it, but we talked about this card a lot of the time. Even if you low roll it, it's not really a negative because you wouldn't have had that card anyways, if you think about it that way. Like it's obviously not a good card if you turn a 1-mana card to a 5-mana card, but it's still okay for you because it gives you a chance to high roll. Okay. Fire Plume. I love this card. It got power crept so damn hard by the 5/2. What's the name of that card? It's not a thing right now, but Burrowing Scorpion. Wait, Burrowing Scorpion is back? I hate Burrowing Scorpion. This is what that card should look like. Scorpion is such a stupid card. BG card, not very good. Well, I guess former BG card, not even current BG card. Umbra, pretty weak in general. Stegadon, pretty terrible. I feel like at the time, this card was somewhat serviceable. But now, man, a 4-mana 2/6 with no effect just seems terrible. Vorax, terrible. Tol'Vir, really only okay if you have have elemental synergy. What do you guys think about Hydra? Is Hydra still okay? Are we scared? Is it worth it? I mean, a 5-mana 8/8 is still quite overstated. I am Swimmer, I am. Hope you're doing well too. Like, I think you'd still take it if you're an aggressive. Despite the fact that sometimes it just, like, loses you the game on the spot. Should be decent still. Another thing is people don't still play poorly about it, right? Volcano's back from Fundy. Yeah. But, I think it's still good. Like, people tend to ignore it because they're like, oh, I'm just going to kill them with it. And then it just kind of faces them a bunch of times. So, oh, Shavara's back too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shavara's back too. Oh, dude, why does Shavara have to come back? Fook that card. Ooh, Elise is back. Dude, this is such a fun card. It's a little worse now because 5-mana 5/5s are kind of but oh, it's such a fun card. You still take it. Yeah, Redbeard loves this card. It's so fun. For anyone who doesn't know, you get a pack. It's a 2. You pay 2 mana to open the pack, and what is it? 6 cards or something in it? I should know how many cards are in a Hearthstone pack, but I don't really know. It's 5 cards. Okay. Craft it? No, only if we get offered it. I'll craft this card golden if we're offered it. Okay, remind me, and I will do it. Nesting Row. That's what Adwakta calls it. Still good. 5-mana 4/7 sometimes has taunt. This card's still quite good, I think. Servant of Kalamos is pretty weak now. Playing a 5-mana 4/5 is just it's kind of losing. My boy is back. My boy Frozen Crusher is back. I went to battle for this card. I want you guys to know. Some people are like, oh, Crusher's not that good. Crusher was a good card. Very good card. I still think it's fine. I still think Crusher's good. I still think I would take Crusher over a lot of other 6-drops. Most of the time you get a good kill with the first swing of it. I still think Crusher's fine. Fight me. I still think it's solid. Well, of course it's solid because it's frozen. Okay. Hemet. Hemet's okay still. A 6/6 is a little bit worse than it once was, but it thins your deck. Generally killing your 3-cost and lower is good. Unless you have a ton to discover. So, what the hell is that? It's a 6-mana 8/2. Okay. Blaze Collar, again, right? It's only draftable if you have synergy. Still good if you have synergy. Deal 5, summon to 6/6 for 7, but without it, it's just terrible. So, Thresh-Adon. Has Thresh-Adon survived the test of time? What do you guys think? Trying to think about the 7-drops it's competing against. Wrap Golem is gone, right? Understated now, I think. Still annoying, but not insane. I think it's kind of mediocre now. It was good at the time. Now I think it's kind of, average or so. It's not bad, no. Sonic Boom, we already have that card. I'm not going to talk about too much. Volcanosaur is still good, I think. You'll still make a pretty good minion. And the fact that you get to tailor it to your, to the time, I think it's good. Like if you're ahead, you want to kill somebody, you throw Wind Fury on it. It's just it's a flexible card. Yep. I think it's still quite good. Devilsaur feels pretty bad these days. So one thing for everyone to remember, if you play free from Amber, your Devilsaur can go face, okay? Just so you know. This is something that people always mess up. It's battle cries that can't attack heroes this turn. So you can actually get face damage with that combo. I still don't think it's terrible. Like there's much better rushes, but I take this over a bad card. Oh no. This is back again. Fook Primordial Drake. Fook off. It's still good. It's still really good. It's still really good. Primalist is a kind of a meme. Yeah, pretty bad. You can kind of make it work sometimes in like, oh wait, now it's Discover. Oh no, Discover. This is the one to Discover. Okay. In Priest, you can make it work. I think in Priest, it can kind of be a thing. Maybe in Mage, but it's bad. Mastodon, pretty mediocre now. It was never great, pretty mediocre. Ozark is terrible. And I know you guys are very excited for this bad boy. The good old Monkasaur. For anyone who is not a memer, do not take Ultrasaur. It's bad. It's a very bad card. It doesn't do anything when you play it. It's bad. But everyone loves it because it's got a nice long neck, and I don't know. Why do you guys love it? All right, that's the end of Ungoro. Frozen Throne is back, right? Frozen Throne next. Play a set of ads before Frozen Throne and get into it. Stretch a little bit. Oh. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've had Frozen Throne in. So I'm assuming that we are not going to get the Death Knights back. So I'm not going to talk about them. I mean, we can mention them. It takes like 2 seconds. Maybe I'll at least mention them. But I'm assuming so they got banned from Arena, and as far as I know, they're not going to be back. But you never know, right? Never say never. Druid of the Swarm. Choose one. Transform into 1/2 with Poisonous or 1/5 with Taunt. This card's still great, right? Gastropod without Taunt or a 1/5 for like buffs. This card should still be quite good. You can still discover the Death Knights, yeah. Yes, we can mention them, for sure. Crypt Lord, oh man, this card was so annoying. Is it still gonna be? I think it's still gonna be pretty annoying, right? It's just so much health. Looks so sick. Oh, Crypt Lord. I think it's still all right. One attack isn't great, but and there's a little more poison, but I think it's still good. It's not as good as like the premium 3s right now, but I think it's still good. Nash, pretty mediocre, and you know, it's like some crappy removal. BG card. BG card. It's terrible. Oh man, Fate Spinner. I see your 40k. I'll open up the link and deal it after we get done with it. Monkasaurus. Okay. I'll once we're done with it. So Fate Spinner is kind of a unique card. I don't know if there's any other card really like this in Hearthstone. So you choose one of these, and oftentimes it's pretty obvious what they chose. So that makes it kind of bad, but it's a unique card. Webweave. Webweave's still okay, I think. Like, the poisonous minions always have value. 1/2 poisons. I think it's still okay. Oh, I hate this card so much. This is one of those cards, like, the reason I hate it so much, Spreading Plague, is because it punishes you for getting ahead. And it punishes you for doing what you normally want to do in Arena, which is like take free kills and leave low health things alive. So it still will be really good. God, I hate that card. The Druid Demon Hunter, or Death Knight, not Demon Hunter, is still is good. Yeah, it wasn't like the one we complained about the most, but it was good. Like, you know. You definitely still pick this card pretty much every time, if it's a draftable card. Hadronox. Here's the problem with Hadronox. It's hard to kill it. It's 7 health, and no one wants to kill it because obviously you summon a bunch of shit. So oftentimes you play this and then you die before it does anything. But yeah, oh baby, the one and only Ultimate Infestation is back. Yep. So, obviously there's been some power creep. Is it still insane? What do you guys think? I think it's still insane. Deal 5, draw 5, gain 5, summon a 5/5. I think it's still insane. Are you changing it to that one? Okay. I got the tab open for it. If you get a 10, it's pretty dumb. Yeah. Yeah. Tuesday, Iron Blade. Tuesday, they come back. Yep. Still pretty insane. It's like Ysera. Kinda, yeah. I think Ysera is definitely better, but yeah. Okay. On to Hunter. Play Dead. Keck W. Toxic Arrow. Pretty bad. It's not the worst. Sometimes you can use it like you do damage to your minion, and then you can trade with it in. But it's kind of awkward to use. I wouldn't say this card's terrible. I don't say Toxic Arrow is terrible. Deal 2 removal. I don't think it's terrible. Ooh, Venom Strike is back. Venom Strike is one of the best secrets. So definitely drafting this one a lot. Yep. Yep, very good. Bear Shark also is pretty good, I think. Again, for a class that wants to push face damage, I think Bear Shark has held up pretty well over time. Oftentimes the problem with 4/3s is they're easy to remove, but with the untargetable thing, it's pretty good. Stitch Tracker, terrible. Terrible. Exploding Bloat Bat. All I can remember about Exploding Bloat Bat is people making it with the Rexar Death Knight. Like you take this and you take a poison or whatever, like a poisonous rush. Right, that was the combo. You take the 1/3 rush lifesteal and you combine it with this. Good times. It's not good though. As a standalone card, it's pretty terrible. Putricide, you know, you need a secret to get value out of it. Pretty average. Oh, Corpse Widow's back. This card I think is still good. What do you guys think? Maybe a little bit worse because 4/6 is kind of mediocre, but I think it's still pretty good. A 2 cost reduction adds up, right? Like with cheap Death Rattles to be able to kind of swarm the board, I think it's still pretty good. It all goes live Tuesday, Bruce. Tuesday. This card's so fun. I mean, I raged about it, but this card's so fun to play with. I was also like you know, I don't like to toot my own horn too much, but I was one of, if not the best Deathstalker Rexar players. The things I did with this card, it was like magical. Abominable Bowman. Death Roll, summon a random friendly beast to die this game. I think this card's still okay. Yeti stats. Depends a little bit on your beast pool, but I think it's okay. It's a threatening card, because like if you kill it and then they get a high roll, it's rough. So, you know. What do you mean, Kaya? I was great with that card. I was the best there ever was, never will be. Okay. Are we getting a 15-minute video raging about the latest Beast Take card? No, but I have made it clear that I don't like that card, and I wish it wasn't in Arena. Cards like that are toxic for Arena, for sure. Okay, let me get some more caffeine. I'm with you, Fixable. I really dislike that card. All right, Breath of Syndragosa. Still good, right? Dude, this card art, so nostalgic. I think it's still good. It's random, which makes it a little bit worse, but deal 2 for 1 mana and a freeze. I think it's still pretty good. Dude, Ice Walker. People love this card. It's not that good, but people love this card. Like, it's the kind of thing, it's the same effect with the 0/2, add a 2/2 to your hand. Like, it just, people want to protect it no matter what. It's kind of slow, and I don't think it's very good, but you'll see when people play with it. Cold Rate's still fine. It's a 3/4. Almost never get the effect, but it's a 3/4. That card's terrible. Frozen Clone is pretty bad. I mean, it's value, but in general, I'd say it's like a below average secret. My gut feeling about it. Simulacrum, Omega Terrible. Boy, there are some Omega Terrible cards here. Conjure, honestly, used to be pretty good. What do you guys think about this card now? 2/6 feels pretty bad, but it's still an annoying card. Because the mirror images just become, like, they're just annoying to play against. Meh, trash. You guys think it's terrible now? Better City Architect? It's okay, not the worst. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of City Architect in some ways. Similar kind of effect. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's a card. You shouldn't draft it. Okay, good talk. Oh, Syndragosa's back. Ah, so fun. Wait, the Frozen Champions, they give you legendaries, right? I think so. Is it legendaries or dragons? I think it's legendaries, right? Yeah. So, and you can ping it with your hero power. Good times. This card's still good value. Obviously, if you're behind, they just kill you, but it's still good value. Bring her back. Come on, guys, are you with me? Bring her back. Bring her back. Now, Frostlich Jaina was one of the most frustrating cards to play against. But I want them to bring back the Death Knights. I don't think it's as big of a problem nowadays. Bring it back. Bring it back. This card, though, like, at the time that it was released, I would say it's very similar to the Ysera effect. Like, your opponent would play it, and unless you could kill them, like, immediately, like that turn, you just lost. So, but I want all the Death Knights back, so F it, bring her back too. All right, on to Paladin. Righteous Protector, still a thing right now, right? Still very good. Dark Conviction. So Dark Conviction used to be the removal for Paladin. You know, now we have Subdue, which is like way better. But this can be used to buff your own minions. It's still a fine card. I think this card is still fine. Like, it's not good, but it's okay, I would say. Well, how would you guys rate this? It's all right. Okay, yeah. Flexible, yeah, fair enough. Desperate Stand, pretty weak. Obviously, you know, you combo with a Death Rattle minion or something, but remember this card being pretty bad even back then. Pretty terrible. You just can't play a 3-mana 2/2. Arrogant Crusader, Death Rattle. If it's your opponent's turn, summon a 2/2 Ghoul. Oh, I remember this card. This card's great for smorking, because people don't want to kill it, right? I mean, having Scorpid come back makes me think that this card is going to be a little worse, right? Because you can chomp it, and sure, they get a 2/2, but it's okay. Like, it's good if you're ahead, but if you need to trade with it, it feels really bad, right? That's the thing. Pretty terrible. 4-mana 3/2 charge lifesteal. Meh. This is one of the worst weapons ever printed. Ever. Like, you won't draft it, but you'll be offered this shit, like, from some of your Discoverers or from your Molten Blade, and you're gonna be sad. It's so effing bad. BG card? BG card? So it's a 5-mana 3/7 once the shield is procced. I think Bolvar's pretty weak now, right? I think Bolvar's pretty weak these days. Oh, not anymore. Yeah, it got removed. Yeah, you guys are right. Blackguard. Whenever your hero... So this card's kind of a unique card. Whenever your hero is healed, deal that much damage to a random enemy minion. So it's kind of an interesting interaction with this in like True Silver and stuff. Like, if you swing into a minion, the heal from True Silver goes off first. So then it can like do damage to the minion, and then you can save your weapon charge. It's kind of a... But it's random, so it doesn't always work. Anyhow, it's kind of an interesting card. Oh yeah, you're right, with Priest Hero Power. This could be kind of interesting. Yeah, that's true. Like with dual class stuff, maybe. This was one of the mediocre, I would say, Death Knights. It's still not bad because the weapon is lifesteal, but It's mediocre. It's okay. All right. Priest. Which hero power do you get? It's the second one. So the first class is your main class. That's where you get the discover from. The second class you pick is your hero power. Yep. Shadow Ascendant, I think, is still good. Right? Like, again, you have to kill it. It's not great if you just have to drop it, but Shadow Ascendant should still be pretty damn good. Spiralash also, I think, is really good. I don't think this card... I think this card's still quite good. Healing, AoE, cheap. That's what Priest likes to do. Acolyte, pretty terrible. Was never very good, and a lot worse now. 33 is just so bad. Eternal Servitude, meh. You're gonna have too many early game cards most of the time. It's pretty bad. Devour Mind is honestly, I'm pretty excited this card is coming back. Because it's slow, but it's how I like to play Priest, right? Like, it's just a way to kind of close out games. Because there's nothing worse than the Priest decks where you can't outvalue them. So I like this card. You just have to know how and when to play it, right? Embrace Darkness. Pretty bad. Did anyone go to bat for this card of the arena players? I swear there were some people that kind of like this card. I hate this card. Like, you think it might be good, but then, like, in practice, it's only good if you have, like, nothing on your board, and then you can take their one minion and... You like to embrace it? I think I remember a few people liking it. I just never was a fan, personally. But there's times where it's clutch, for sure. Pretty weak. Shadow Essence is pretty bad. Terrible. Archbishop is pretty terrible. There's now a new version of that, huh? Shadow Reaper Anduin. Shadow Reaper Anduin was what? It was like, again, one of the decent ones, right? It was one of the better ones. Not insane in arena, because you oftentimes didn't have enough cards, but with Raza, yeah, but how often do you get that to work, right? That's the thing, right? Obsidian Statue. Oh, this card's back. Oh, God. Oh, no. I hate this card. And it's funny, because I like Priest, but I hate this card. Taunt, Lifesteal, and Death Rattle kill something. Ugh. Yeah, like when you're about to kill the Priest and then they get this off free from Amber. Oh, God. It still should be really good. That card ruins your mood. True. Yeah, 100% true. Still very good. All right, on to Rogue. Doomerang. Bad. Leeching Poison. Terrible. Roll the Bones. Terrible. Plague Scientist. Extremely good still. We've seen that. I still think Shadow Blade is pretty okay, right? Shadow Blade's still pretty good, right? Free from Amber summons 9 drops. It summons 8 drops or higher. Yeah. Yep. Should still be decent. Yeah. Yeah, just saving the health sometimes is clutch. Lillian. Yeah. It's a Yeti. Yetis are worse now than they used to be. Rune Forged. Pretty weak. So I do remember playing this card into this back in the day. And obviously then it's pretty good. But in general, it's kind of Used to be good. Yeah, it used to be okay to just like preserve your weapon charge or whatever. But I just think it's not very good anymore. Bone Baron also used to be, I'd say, actually pretty good. Now it feels kind of bad. I just don't want to play a 5-mana 5/5. Getting 2/1/1s into my hand is not enough upside. Bad. You guys might think, but Dreads, what if I do? What if I? Yeah, it's not good. And Valera. Valera is one of the weaker Death Knights, I would say, for Arena. Pretty mediocre, honestly. All right. On to Shaman. It was the worst, was it? Yeah, I remember like not even wanting it all that often, even when it was the thing. On to Shaman. Burlock. Burlock's okay. It's all right. Freeze utility doesn't really change, so I think it's still okay. Honestly, Cryostasis is fine too. Isn't this card okay, guys? I'm trying to remember. Death Knights were draftable, but then they got banned Firestorm. I don't know if they're going to bring it back. Because you can play it, and then the next turn you can attack with it, right? So like you play it on your 1/1, it becomes a 4/4, and the next turn you can attack with it, right? Because it only misses that one turn, if I remember correctly. Just using my totems? Yeah. No, it's bad. No, it's terrible. Oh, on the 1-drop alley? Yeah. Oh my god, why are there so many terrible Shaman cards? What the hell is this? I forgot about this card. Destroy any frozen minion damaged by this. Yeah, good luck. Freeze a minion and deal 3 damage to adjacent ones. So you probably will want to position around this a little bit. But I don't think... Was Avalanche good? I can't really remember. I think it was decent, no? Okay, yeah. Nowadays it feels kind of eh. All right, we've got Storm Strike, which is a 3-cost card, which is a similar thing. But it's still okay. Might be too expensive now, yeah. Not as good as it once was, obviously. Thrall. Thrall was pretty good. One of the cheaper Death Knights. I think it was pretty good. Yeah, definitely a fun card. Voodoo Hexer, eh. I mean, it's an annoying card, but 2/7, that stat line just doesn't work anymore, I think. Murabi. Yeah, okay, moving on. Snow Fury Giant. Costs 1 less for each mana crystal you've overloaded this game. The only thing I remember about Snow Giant, or Snow Fury Giant, was when we had that card from when we had the arena only cards. You guys remember? That did like mass overload? Yeah. And then like it killed everything, but you missed your next turn, and then you could play this for like free. Like 1 mana. Yeah, Crackling Doom. Yeah. Yeah, deal 10 overload. Yeah, overload 10, yeah. I mean, I guess it could be kind of good with Perpetual Flame, but Perpetual Flame got nerfed, so it's generally not good most of the time. Mirage, one of the worst legendary cards ever in Free Shaman, is probably the worst card ever. Probably, yeah, probably. Dreads, did you like the new duels changes? I skipped over that part. I did not. There were way too many things to read, and I didn't read any of it. Oh, Flame is out too. Oh, okay. So I guess we shouldn't be picking Shaman pretty much. Reveler. I mean, it's not the worst if you have a token type deck, but I don't remember this card doing that much. Oh no. Can we just not? Like, how about we just don't bring this card back? I hate this card. The worst part about this card is, like, you literally can't play around it. And there's one idiot in chat that will be like, should have played around it. Like, motherfucker, this thing clears your board no matter what you do. And then you play around and they have, like, 1 extra ping and you still lose. It's still insane. This card is still, like, broken. Like, absolutely broken. Yep. Drain Soul, you guys know about that card. Gnome Feratu is fine. It's just a 2-mana 2/3. It tilts people a little bit, so that's kind of funny. Yeah, Howl Fiend is terrible. And you'll see this card sometimes when it gets generated. Like, it'll drop out a Smuggler or something. That won't feel... Oh, wait, is Smuggler still in, guys? Is Smuggler still around? Or is it Smuggler? Whatever the 4-drop is, right? The Suspect. That's what I meant, not Smuggler. What's that card called? Suspect. Oh, God, dude. Suspect into this will lose you the game. It will definitely happen. Oh, God. Okay. The idea was, like, you're supposed to use Treachery with this, and there was, like, a wild or constructed deck with it, but it's just terrible. Both of these cards are terrible. Unwilling Sack, actually, I think is kind of an underrated card. It's fairly cheap removal, and oftentimes you have enough tokens to make it work. So I don't hate this card. It's not as good as it once was, but was okay. Now Warlocks don't need it. Yeah, that's true. They have a lot more removal, but sometimes you don't get it, right? Kick W. Oh, Dreadlord's back. Oh man. This card is really good still. It didn't really change. It's still insane. Used to be good? No, it's still really good. I don't think this card, I think this card's still insane. Like 4 or 5, like every turn, the 1 to, it's just so good. I remember people playing this on back-to-back turns. That was rage-inducing. Gul'dan's insane. This is one of the best Death Knights, I'd say. At least top like 3. Insane in the membrane. Okay, on to Warrior. On to Warrior. Oh, yeah, you guys are right. Yeah. Poison on this will be a real thing, right? Because of dual class? Dreadlord with Plague Scientist, right? Will be a thing. If you good luck. Okay. Warrior. What the hell is this? Anyhow, moving on. Bring it on. Cool art. Terrible. Terrible. Still honestly probably okay. 2 mana to get 2 weapons. You need a lot of weapons to make it work, but I still think Forge is fine. If it's your opponent's turn, gain 6 armor. Mountain Fire armor. This card was pretty good, right? I remember people not wanting to kill it because they didn't want to give you armor. So they kind of like play around it. I think it's still okay. It was okay, but Warrior's bad, yeah. Well, what is this? What the hell's that? Bloodrazor should still be good, correct? So Bloodrazor was Omega Premium. I think Bloodrazor is still a good card. So, for sure, yeah, still very good. What the hell is that? Death Revenant, Keck, W. Terrible. Terrible. Oh, Rotface. Rotface is a great meme. Sadly, I feel like Rotface is kind of unpickable these days. Used to be able to kind of make it work if you had a lot of pings, but you just can't. You can't put an 8 mana 4/6 in your deck. I just don't think you can do it. It's conditioning, I'm not sure. Does it really change it that much? I don't know. The Warrior Death Knight was pretty decent. Like, cleave weapons are pretty good. Yep, pretty good. Okay, on to the neutrals, starting with everyone's favorite Snow Flipper Penguin. Look at that. Look at that thing, surfing up a storm. Terrible. Veteran, I think Veteran's still okay, right? 2/1, 1 attack buff, it's fine. Terrible. Terrible. Oh no, compare Fallen Sun Cleric to Wriggling Horror. Pepe hands. You literally just get minus +1/1. This card's pretty weak now, I think. I don't think it's good anymore. Have I ever used Snow Flipper deck? Oh, I'm sure. Probably a chat draft. Someone made me have it. It's still okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty weak these days. Oh, Keleseth is back. I remember making Keleseth decks work. Rogue is probably the best class for it. I remember, like, Keleseth Rogue honestly wasn't the worst. Instant lose to the Keleseth memers. Yeah, if your opponent plays an activated Keleseth on 2, it's kind of like Bannerman on 3, but better. Probably stronger now, you think? 2s aren't important. Yeah, I think this card's going to be frustrating to lose to. Zealot, pretty terrible. I do remember pulling off combos with this with like Priest and Mage, if you have cheap AoE. But in general, it's pretty bad. Fisherman's still good. I really like the design of this card. Just like 2/3 and then a little bit of upside, like hidden upside. It's pretty good. Oh no. Well, guys, we're back to killing everything. Yep. See that minion? Kill it. You see that minion? Kill it. Death Speaker should be okay. Oh, it's still great. Death Speaker's still insane. Yeah, it's a 2/4, but like the effect is just so powerful. I think this card's still nutty. Terrible. Oh, look at how cute that card is. Except it's terrible unless you're a priest, and that's okay. In priest, it's... yeah, it's again, it's okay, right? Hildnir. Hildnir should still be good, right? What do you guys think? There aren't a lot of 4/4s, so I think Hildnir is still quite good. This is the card where... okay, so... let me explain to you guys with this card, okay? Sometimes when you have this card and you play it, you're not going to want to attack if you have minions on the board, because then you can attack with them the next turn. I know I'll be having to answer this for the next 2 months, and that's okay, but freeze means they miss one attack, so oftentimes you hold your attacks for the next turn. Okay? Okay. Mindbreaker, honestly, still will be an annoying card against some classes. I remember not being able to like ping as a mage or something because of this card. It was so frustrating. 2/5, not the best stat line, but still okay. Terrible. Shallow Gravedigger seems pretty weak these days. It was never great. It was never a premium card. Gives you extra value. Not awful. Again, I still think this card is something that you have, but you don't want as a 3-drop, right? Just to give you a little more stuff. Vrygul, not very good, but annoying, I would say, is a good example, or a good way to describe it. Oh, Arthas is back. Arthas reminds me a lot of, what's the 3/3 dormant card? You know, the one that gives you Ysera cards? Kind of reminds me of that, where like, if you hit the right ones, it's pretty nasty. Yeah, Narrowlex. Yeah, Narrowlex. Yeah. Arthas definitely has risk associated with it, which makes it a better design than Narrowlex, in my opinion. Because playing a 4-mana 2/2, if you don't high roll it... So I guess we should try to remember what are the Death Knight cards. Damn, this is a blast from the past. I don't remember them all off the top of my head. I think there's a deal 3 to the board, or is it deal 3 to enemies? What are all the different options? I know there's a weapon, right? Okay, so what do they do? Yeah, 3 mana, deal 3 to all enemies. Okay, anti-magic shot, I remember that one. I think that's 4 mana. Give +2/2 and untargetable to your guys, right? Oh yeah, steal a card from your opponent's deck. 5/3 sword. What is the cost of the 5/3 sword? Oh, that's right. The summon one was the broken one. Yeah. The Army of the Dead. Okay, yeah. So, and what was the price of it? Army of the Dead was 5, and it was draw 5 cards and summon any minions that you draw, right? Oh, God. 7 mana and any minions killed get resummoned when it breaks. Oh, that's right. That's the weapon. Oh, geez. Dude, the Lich King cards I think still hold up. Oh, 6 mana? Okay. Okay, for the Army of the Dead. And then what does Death Coil do? Death Coil is a heal or damage, right? Is it deal 5? It was 2 mana, deal 5 or heal 5. Okay. There's also Obliterate, and that's just destroy a minion. Is that correct? I want to say. Oh yeah, destroy a minion, take damage equal to its hero power. Okay. Yeah. Anyhow, so most of those are pretty good. So Arvis is still probably okay. Corpse Taker, pretty weak, because you're going to need to make sure you at least Divine Shield. If you get all of them, it's still good, but good luck. Bad. Yeah, this is terrible. What the hell? What the hell is that card? Oh, Shambler, dude. I love this card. It's only really good in Rogue. But I really like this card. Yeah, it's a fun card in Rogue. And the rest of the class is pretty much unpickable, but yeah. Necro, you guys know about that. Oh, Banshee is back. Banshee's still good. I don't think Banshee has changed much. Like a 5/5 is still pretty good. Maybe it's a little bit worse now because like there's more 5/5s and there's the 5/7. Is the 5/7 still a thing or is that rotating, chat? The 4 mana 5/7 Death Rattle. It's rotating? Okay, so that makes this card a little bit better. And what about the Pirate? Is that one rotating too? The 5/5 that you look for a card in their deck? I think that one's probably rotating as well. But anyhow, my advice to you is to just kill the Banshee. Scoundrel's rotating? Okay. Most of the time, you should just kill it. That's a meat wagon. Don't need to talk about it. That's a Night Howler. Don't need to talk about that one either. Battlecry gains stats equal to your weapon. So in a rogue, it can be a Yeti, right? If you play this with a full weapon and then play it, it's okay. But you have to go through work to play a Yeti. I don't know. I think in general it's pretty bad. And you kind of need weapons to make it work, right? I have to actually read some of these cards. If your deck has no 4-cost cards, gain lifesteal and taunt. Okay, yeah, that's bad. 20th pick is a warrior. Prestor, Octor, or Siamot. Dude, I'd go Prestor because I think it's the most fun. Siamot might be the best, though. Oh, this card. I remember this card. So it's a 2/2, and you get a 5/5, and then your opponent gets a 5/5 when it dies. It's terrible. But you can pull off some combos with it, like if you're able to silence it. I do remember that. In general, it's awful. But yeah, if you can pull off combos, you know. Still great with the wall stuff. Yeah. I evolved into it a lot. Lucky you. Oh, Chain Gang is back. Someone's got to dig up the pasta. How long can this go on? How long can this go on? I can still hear it in my head. This card's still good, I think. Right? 2/2/3s for 4 is still okay. I don't think it's changed that much. I think it's still an okay 4-drop. How long can this pack mule go on? Yeah, I guess it's just a worse pack mule most of the time, but that's still okay. What's up, Iceberg? Hello. There it is. How long can this go on? Oh, good times. Bannerman into this? Yeah. What do you guys think? Would you pick it over Amalgam? Probably not. I think Amalgam's better. What do you guys think? 4 mana 5/6? That seems kind of pog, huh? I love the art here. I never noticed that before because I never picked this card, but yeah, it's terrible. It's really bad. Dealing 5 to your minions is a lot. So yeah, don't pick this card. Just don't do it. Wicked Skeleton, also don't pick this card. I've been mean by it, but it's terrible. Speaking of terrible, a 5 mana 4/4 lifesteal. Maybe in Warrior, maybe in Warlock, but generally just no. BG card. So Cobalt used to be like a true terror in Arena. Trying to think about how it holds up. I think it's still okay. I think it's still all right. Not as problematic as it once was, but still decent. Yeah, I still think it's pretty good, but not great anymore. You think it's still insane? I don't know. You have to... It's easier to deal with a 5/5 now. Above average, but not amazing. Yeah, that's probably fair. That's probably fair. Better than Ogre? I would not take... I would take the 5 mana 6/7 Ogre over Cobalt, I think. Most of the time. But it depends. If I have something on the board, I'd rather have this card, right? So, we'll see. Corpse Raiser. Oh, man. Yeah, so there's a lot of cards, what I'll say, coming back where you want to kill stuff on the board. This card's actually pretty good. Like, you land this on a big drop. Oh, it's so backbreaking. So, clearing the board definitely seems like the way. 5 mana 2/2. This is bad. I mean, it's supposed to be like AoE protection or something, but it's pretty bad. Steed on that? Yeah, that does happen. I have had that happen, but it's terrible in general. Oh no, compare Valkyr to that, what's the new card? The 4/5 that buffs +1/+1 and has taunt? What's the name of that card? It's so much better than this. I still think Valkyr's alright. Yeah, Stormwind Guard, yeah. I still think Valkyr's alright, but it's like a way worse version of that card. Tomb Lurker, generally pretty weak. You have to have played a Death Rattle. Or your opponent, right? I remember that, yeah, it's you or your opponent. But 5 mana 5/3 is kinda eh. Venomancer is it's okay. I think it will still be okay. It's not as good as Trog Glue Meter. Do we have Trog Glue Meter coming back? I can't remember what set that's from. But because the Trog has Taunt, which I think makes it a little bit better. Will be solid, to be honest. It's okay. I mean, it's okay if you want to be like, if you're going face, not so good, but yeah. Isn't there a 2 mana 1/5 poison these days? Yeah, I know, really. The Hunter one, right? Yeah. Oh, I love having Bone Drake come back. I just love the art on this. I don't know. This card's just great. It just hits me in the feels. It's still good, I think. It's a little understated now, but dragons are just busted, right? So I don't know how many bad dragons we have coming back, because that might change a little bit, but it should still be very, very good. Bone Drake into Ysera. That's going to be fun. Pretty terrible. Don't want to talk about that one too much. Honestly, I think Geist is still okay. I'm a pretty big fan of Geist because it just protects your board. Like, it's a way to trade your minions, but also get stuff back. So I still think Geist is all right. What do you guys think about Geist? Still decent or what? Can they just not ban Ysera already? I mean, it still will get generated though. Fine. Good. It's okay. Yeah. Meh. I think it's all right. Geist plus worse on Commander. Fair enough. Terrible. Terrible. Omega terrible. So Spellweaver, Skulking Geist, and Ruby and Unravel are all bad. Dude, I forgot this thing's 7 mana again now. Holy shit. 7 mana Bone Mare is back. Fuck. Oh god, dude, it's so broken. At 7 this is at 7 mana, this thing would still be good at 8 mana. Bone Mare is gonna be like, again, it's another reason to kill things, right? Like we're all these cards, Death Speaker, the thing that's the res of the minion, Bone Mare, you're just gonna be trading a lot. Probably the best neutral, definitely up there. Yeah, definitely like a top 5 neutral, I would say. And then the one and only Lich King. Lich King is still great. I don't, yeah, I mean, I think Lich King is still, like, on turn 8, is anything better? Like still? Maybe Proto Drake, if you, like, are thinking about, like, trying to kill someone, but this card is still insane. My favorite legendary cards for design? Man, this card off of Free from Amber is kind of frustrating, but it's still, it'll be fun to have it back, at least for a little while. All right. That's it, right? That's all? Okay. All right. So that's the end of Frozen Throne. So we have one more coming back, right? Oh, no, we have 2 more? Oh, my God. So many old sets. So Ashes of Outland and Rise of Shadows. So those are both more recent sets. So we'll go through this a little bit faster. Where's Outland? Is Rise of Shadows? Where's Outland? Oh, way up here. Okay. Rise of Shadows is a little bit older, but okay, I gotta play a set of ads and then we'll do it, okay? Drink some water. Have some coffee. Today is Talkstone. Okay. Oh, I gotta stretch a little bit. I'm gonna start with Druid like we have been. All right, Rise of Shadows. Acorn Bearer. Still nutty. Pretty recent. You guys know that card's nutty. Crystal Power. When did this... I'm saying recent. When did this set come out? Was it 3 years ago? Maybe it's not as recent as I thought. Because it's not in Standard, so it has to be, like, over 2 years ago. 2019, April? Okay. Okay, so it's about 2 years old. Okay. Crystal Power is fine. 1 mana deal 2 most of the time. Portal, pretty terrible. 2 mana Discover is kind of eh. Dreamway Guardian's still pretty good. 2/1/2s with lifesteal. It's fine. It's what Druid wants to do with tokens, so. Keeper Steladris is pretty good. We'll have to think about how many choose one spells are coming back. But should be pretty good. Let's see, I guess there's none here. Do you guys know, but there's no Wrath anymore with this card. Wrath used to be like the huge hit. Now that Wrath is gone, it might be a little bit worse. It's still a 2/3 if nothing else, but man, Blessing of Ancients. I don't know if this card's good anymore. I don't know if it's good anymore. What do you guys think? Would you say your arena play belongs in an art museum because it's a masterpiece? Or is that too low of a status for it? So, how you doing? You think it's still good? Bad card? Sow the Seeds from Stormwind? Yeah. Still good, there are enough tokens. And I feel like Blessing of Ancients is pretty mediocre now. Because we're getting Mark of the Lotus back, right? So, I don't know. Better than Pride's Fury? Is it, though? I don't think so. I think Pride's Fury is better by a lot. What's Pride's Fury? +1/4? Can't remember now. Lifeweaver, pretty meh. Crystal Stag, like, never works. Oh, it's +1/3? Yeah, still, I think Pride's Fury is better. Loosen Bark, pretty weak. You probably will get mean by that effect at some point, but pretty weak. Ooh, Forest State is back. This card's still great, right? The Twin Spell, so for anyone who doesn't know, Twin Spell means you play this card, you get a second copy of it in your hand, basically. Like, the second copy doesn't itself have Twin Spell, but you can basically do this and the next turn do it again, right? Loosen Bark is good if you were a Druid with Priest Hero Power. True, yeah, for dual class. That could be kind of good, huh? Yeah. On to Hunter. Rapid Fire, I think, is still pretty good. Still pretty solid. Shimmerfly should still be great. 9 Lives, terrible. Ursatron, terrible. Arcane Fletcher, terrible. Oh, Markshot is back. Markshot's still good. And yeah, Conjurer's Calling is coming, yes, unfortunately. I think Mark Shot's still good. If you play that kind of hunter, right? Still pretty good. It was not very good, really? I thought I remember it still being pretty good. It was too weak. I don't know. It seems pretty decent. Doesn't smork. What the hell is Hunting Party? What the hell is an Oblivitron? Huh. Unleash the Beast. It's not very good anymore, is it? What do you guys think? You think it's still good? Still great? Really? 6 mana for a 5/5 rush? I don't think it's that good anymore. Like, sure, it's a lot of value, but does it compare with the ring spell? And just a lot of the drops I don't think are that good. Yeah, I mean, it's probably okay. Like, you take it over bad cards, right? But, not a huge fan. This card still seems okay. What are the stats of the weapon on this? Verisa Windrunner. Is it a 2 attack? 3 charge? I think. Yeah, 2/3. And then you get spell power off of it, right? I think, or something like that. +2 spell damage, yeah. Which almost never is relevant, but it's fine. Oh, Mage. Anyone else get that warm, fuzzy feeling? Magic Trick. Fun card. Love this card. What are going to be the high rolls out of Magic Trick now? Because we got a rotation, so we have to we'll have to think about what's going to be really good from this. But no matter what, it's good. It's just cheap Discover, so it can discover. Wait, Conjurers is Conjurers is 4 mana, no? Wait, Conjurers is 3 mana? I thought they changed it. It's unnerfed? Oh, no. Fuck. What is this spot value? Reviewing the cards are coming back to Arena. Was it back unnerfed like 4 months ago? Really? Fuck, I don't remember. No, great. That card's stupid. Okay, anyways, Magic Trick into this. Yeah, okay, so it's good. Ray of Frost is still fine. I think it's a little bit worse now, but it's still fine. It's an annoying card. Chadgar with Conjurers is pretty stupid. That will happen because you'll do like Messenger Raven here into Chadgar, and then you'll have this in hand, and Magic Dart Frog's terrible. Mana Cyclone generally, I think it was pretty meh in Arena, wasn't it? I don't remember popping off with it all that often. Like, obviously it's got some pretty big potential, but do you guys remember Mana Cyclone doing much? I feel like it was kind of last time when it came back. Great in Standard, yeah, of course. In Dual Class could be a lot better. Yeah, I'll give you at least 2 cards, yeah. And yes, we already kind of talked about it, but Conjurer's Calling is Omega broken stupid. You'll take it every time. Wham! Okay. I still like Messenger Raven. I don't think it's as good anymore. And Mage Minions are still good, but a 3-mana 3/2 is pretty bad, but I'll still take it a lot because it's just such a fun card. Pretty terrible. Okay if you have cheap AoE, but in general, pretty terrible. Curantor. Oh, Power of Creation is back. Power of Creation is still insane. Wait, so is Claw Machine out or no? Is it finally out? Are we done with Claw Machine for a little while? Out? Okay, thank God. I'm ready for a change on that front. Yeah, Power of Creation is still nutty. Again, it scales with 6 drops, right? So 6 drops are better. And Caligos is back. Caligos is still good. I mean, It's an expensive card, but you can discover on that turn, right? And play whatever you get, so it's still good. Kaligos into this. One of the fun ones. Oh yeah, from Bone Drake? Yeah. Was Kaligos ever in with Puzzle Box? I don't know on that. I think it was, but I can't remember at this point. All right, on to Paladin. Desperate Measures. Honestly, Desperate Measures is probably fine. Yeah, because like again, Paladin secrets are pretty good right now. So I think this card probably got a little bit better. Not bad. Never Surrender. It's not good, but sometimes it can be game winning, would be the way I'd describe it. Lightforge Blessing, pretty weak in general. Mysterious Blade. Still an early Paladin weapon, you take it. Like, you very rarely get the synergy, but it's still like... Paladins just love early weapons. Oh, this card. Is it still going to be good? I mean, it was never, like, great as far as tempo. And a 4/4 is a little bit worse now, but it's still a lot of stuff. Overrated, it was never good. I mean, it's not really a 3-drop, right? It's just, like, value. It was just like, it's just a lot of stuff. 3 mana, 3/2, and you get 2 4/4s eventually. They're 4 costs, 4 mana 4/4s. I still think it's all right. I want it to be all right. Call to Adventure is pretty mediocre, if I remember. Plus 2/2. It's just, it's kind of an awkward card to use. You still have to pay the cost of the minion to play it. Commander Risa, your secrets trigger twice. Yeah, good luck with that. Battlecry, give all dragon speaker. Battlecry, give all dragons in your hand plus 3/3. Good luck with that. This is also pretty bad, if I remember correctly. Just hard to make work. It's also a 5 mana 3/5. Duel is terrible. What a troll card. Summon a minion from each player's deck they fight. Is this more troll or is the game mode duels more troll? I'm not really sure. Nozari. Oh no, this card's back. It's not good, but fuck. People are gonna get this off of like Bone Drake before you're killing them, and then they're gonna be full health. Oh god, it's not. I mean, you don't really want to draft it, but okay. On to Priest. Forbidden Word, still very good. Good removal. Still quite good. Lazul Scheme, pretty bad. Oh, lackeys are back. More lackeys. Let's go. Evil Conscriptor. Into Draconic Lackey. Oh, yeah. This card's great. Super premium. Shadowy Figure's pretty weak. Lazul's still okay. 3/2, discover a copy of a card in your opponent's hand. It gives you information. Lazul's still quite good, I think. Oh, Shadequill's back. Shadequill's still a great priest card. You don't care about healing. 4/7. It's great. Unsleeping Soul combo with this. Unsleeping Soul, I honestly don't hate. Like, it's not a card I draft highly, but it has, like, it has a lot of potential. Oh, Infiltrator is back, too. Such an annoying card. Is Infiltrator still good? It is, right? I think it's still okay. The effects that have a, destroy a random enemy minion, I don't think they change all that much, right? I hate it more than any other card. Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. Yeah, of course Statue's better, but I mean, not every card can be Statue. Oh, Katrina's back. Katrina's still nutty. Still think this card's really good. Into turn effects, snowbally. Mass res, not very good, but can be a bunch of value if you just need it. Okay, on to Rogue. Daring Escape, Omega bad. Togwaggle Scheme, Omega bad. Underbelly Fence, still great. 2/3 with upside. Oh, and dual class too. Oh yeah, this card's insane in dual class. I remember that. Yep, this card's great. Ah, Miscreant's back. Are you guys as excited as I am to have Miscreant back? Oh, yeah. Give me all those lackeys, baby. I love it. Feels good, man. Still great. Still really, really super premium. Oh, and Burglar is back? Burglar is not as good as it once was, but still good. Still value. Vendetta in dual class also gets a bump, right? I don't think Vendetta's great, but again, dual class makes this card a lot better. Pick. I feel like pick depends a lot on your playstyle. I never really liked this card. I just found it to be negative tempo a lot of the time. What do you guys think of this card? Like, it's obviously a lot of damage, and, you know, you bring a lackey back to your hand or something, or bring Miscreant back, but that's like the ideal scenario. Value feels good, man. First, I thought I would like it, but I didn't. Yeah, I don't think I really like this card, personally. High Baron's back. Obviously, if you have a lot of lackeys, it's still disgusting. What are the 3 options? Let's try to remember. I think it's 3 mana, summon 2 legendaries. Is it all? Are they all 3 mana? There's another one that's draw 3 cards. They all cost 0. What are the other ones? Yeah, summon 2 copies of a legendary. Yeah, and then... Oh, the Golden Kobold. Yeah. Have you tried Rogue? I played 1 Rogue run. It went like 9 or 10. It was okay. I haven't played it a lot, though, so I don't have a lot of advice. I doubt it's consistently good. Oh, draw a card and add copies of it until the hand's full. Okay. But most of the time, if I remember correctly, I either used it for Wand or... I think I almost always used it for Wand. Or the draw cards, right? Sorry, those are 2 different things. Either summon 2 legendaries or the draw cards, right? Probably a stupid question, but have you gotten 12 wins with every class already? Yeah, multiple times. I have not... Well, I probably have gone 12-0 with all classes at some point in the history of Hearthstone Slayer. I don't have all the achievements, but probably have. Yeah, Wander Crown of the picks. Anyhow, it's good if you have Blacky stuff. Oh, Contract. Contract's still really good. Here we go. We get a... It's like a Hearthstone Jeopardy again. Do you guys remember all the different types here? One is a meteor where it deals the damage on either side. Is it equal to the attack? I think it's equal to the attack. Another one gives you, what, 2 coins? Another one summons a patient assassin. I definitely remember that one. Another one adds a copy of the card to your hand. Oh, yeah, it's a betrayal effect on the on like the meteor one. Yeah. I think that's all of them. Contract is less good now that you're paying 2 for the effect. It's a little bit worse, but I think it's still good. Keck W. Attack is terrible. Oh, Mutates in. Okay, so that's one Evolve effect. I always feel like this card's a little bit too expensive for the effect. But, not terrible. Ooh, Slurper's back. Still insanely good. Wasn't this nerfed to being a 1-1 at some point? And now it's back to a 2-1, I think. Soul's pretty terrible. Underbelly Angler is still a must-kill. Still a must-kill. Pop-off's Fear. Witch's Brew. Too expensive. So what I mean is, like, you're paying a whole card for that effect. Okay? You people in chat, Keck W and me. You have to pay a whole card for 1 transformation on 1 minion. That's what I mean by expense. Broaden your mind. Expense isn't just the number on the card. It's the value of a card. Okay. Witch's Brew is pretty bad. But, you know, it can save you if you're dying, I guess. But it's in general bad. Scargill also pretty bad, right? Hard to get Murloc synergy. Oh, fuck this card. Hagatha's Scheme. It's another one of those cards where it's just much better if you're losing, right? Just lose and then just play Hagatha's and then win. Wow, real fun. It's good. I mean, it's definitely above average. I don't draft it that highly because I'm a good player that gets ahead on the board and don't rely on this to bail me out, but yeah, it is good on average. Stupid card. Muck Morpher, pretty weak. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Oh no, we have Walking Fountain back. Oh god, Swamp Queen Hagatha's back too. This card's still insane. 7 mana 5/5, which is a little bit slow, but then you get a 5/5 that has 2 Shaman spells. Yeah, still insane. Why aren't you crafting all these golden? Do I look like I'm made of money? I need my dust for when they introduce it to mercenaries, okay? Fountain's still busted. Still very, very good. I don't think that's, like... Yeah, it's just still great. On to Warlock. Evil Genius. Still insane, right? Still Omega Premium. One of the best Warlock cards. Plot Twist is terrible. Inferno is terrible. Reform Scheme, in my opinion, is terrible. Just, I mean, it's... I don't know. I just don't like this card. Like, if you draw it late, it's just so weak. Give 2 random friendly minions +2/2. I forgot what this card did. That must mean it's terrible. I think it's pretty terrible. Broodmother, it's eh. A little bit of healing. 4/6 taunt just feels so bad though now. 6 mana 4/6 taunt. I don't like it. What the hell is Darkest Hour? Oh, Reform is back. Oh no. I'll put it this way. Reform isn't as good as it might seem. It's fun, right? But a lot of the legendaries don't do something. And then you just kind of die. So it's more fun than it is good. And Warlock is super fun. Isn't it only a Warlock card? Meh. Fel Lord Betrug. Whenever you draw a minion, summon a copy with Rush that dies at the end of the turn. It's too slow on the turn you play it, right? And Jumbo Imp. Garbage. All right. On to Warrior. Improve morale. One of the, I would say, weaker lackey cards, but still good. It's still pretty good, actually. This card is always a little weird because normally you want to deal with the damage to kill something. But, yeah. Reform also got better with all the better legendaries. That is true. Yeah, Ysera, obviously. So, still good. Honestly, I like Sweeping Strikes. I think this card's pretty underrated. You just need to get, like, one thing to stick or one rush, and it can be really good value, so I'm a fan. Scrap Hound's awful. Goblin is awful. Dr. Boom Scheme. What the hell is... Oh, no. Omega Devastator's back. Oh, I hate this card. It's still really good, right? 10 mana, just win the game type thing. Ringe Caliber, pretty mediocre, I would say. Just not enough attack. Blastmaster Boom, it's more of a constructed card, right? Cac W. Dimensional Ripper. I still think the Boom Reaver's okay. Like, it's probably not good, but it's still probably okay. Depending on how heavy your deck is, right? So. Beltrug is actually super strong, is it? I don't think it's that... I remember it not being that great. Like, you need to play till turn 10 to do it, right? Like, it's snowbally, but I don't remember it being that great. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. On to the neutrals. Potion Vendor isn't actually that bad. I don't hate this card. It's not, like, good, but it's cheap and does something. Toxfin's terrible. 2-drop. 2-drop with, I would say, a little bit of upside for like a freeze or something. Sometimes this card actually comes in clutch. Because in this meta, there's going to be a lot of freezes. So you can do this to like silence and go face or whatever. Cable Rat's still good. Yeah, lackeys are just great, right? Hogsteed is great. Another super premium card from the set. What the hell is that? Mana Reservoir. Spellbook Binder, 3-2 a little upside, good. Same thing. Center of Spy, 2/3, a little upside, fine. What is the story behind this? I can't remember. I don't think you can draft it. Not in Arena, yeah. I don't entirely remember what the hell was going on with this card. Adventure Ward? Okay. Like a whiz-bang thing. Yeah, that's right. Oh my god, a 3-mana 5/6? That's insane, except you have to have spell damage, so it's terrible. Ooh, Faceless Rager's back. I still really like this card. It depends on your deck a little bit, but in general, I think this card's quite good. Yeah, I like it. Flagmaster, I hate it. Some people think it's okay. I just hate that card. I hate giving my opponent a 2/2. Sneak, pretty bad. I don't think the 3/3s are good anymore. Magic Carpet, also pretty bad. The idea is to use it with Rush, or with lackeys and stuff, but eh. And, oh yeah, and Priest Premium, yeah, Rager does get a lot more value in Priest, yep. And, of course, yeah, if you have a lot of high health minions, yep. Jeweler is fine, it's just a 3/4. Oh, Vargoth is back. Honestly, not very good in Arena, but it's a fun card. This is back. Oh, good, free wins. Shit. Yeah, don't draft Hecklebot. Okay. It literally only has 2 extra stats from like what 4-drops just have. And it's terrible. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hinchclan Hag's fine. Kind of like the 2/4 that spawns 1/1s. It's a fine card. Portal Keeper, pretty weak. A little better in Warlock, I'd say, because you can tap to get closer to the 2/2s, but a 5/2 is just kind of weak. I still think Proud Defender is fine. It's better if you're off the board, because a 2/6 sucks. A 4/6 is really good. It's okay. Not as good as it once was, but still okay. Soldier of Fortune. Feels pretty bad these days. What do you guys think? I'm trying to remember what Soldier of Fortune was like when it came back last time. Was it okay? Like, oh, it wasn't like terrible, right? But it was still, it didn't feel good. Giving coins is a little spooky, but okay-ish, yeah. Always is better than I think it should. Last time we had Spellburst. I think it's still okay. Like, would you take this or a 4/4? A 4-mana 4/4. You take this, right? Every time? But I think I'd always take a Yeti over it. If that's kind of how I think about it. Traveling Healer is still, I think, okay, actually. Like, it's not, again, not a premium 4. But it's no suspect, but I think it's still okay. A little bit of utility. It's got Divine Shield. Spell Sword's terrible. Elemental's terrible. Barista is some value. Not a premium legendary, but if your deck just needs value, it's okay. It's something that you can draft. Dollar and Crusader's back. Wow, okay. So premium 5, right? Oh yeah, with lackeys too. Right. Yeah, Barista with lackeys is great. Yep. Crusader's great too. One of the best 5s. One of the best neutral 5-drops, I would say. Villain's pretty terrible. War Mage is pretty terrible too. Priest and Mage, I'd say you get a little bump, but still pretty bad. Oh no, Scribe is back. Dude, why is it that I'm excited for so many of these cards to come back, and I see Scribe, I'm just like, ugh. Ugh. Yeah, it's still broken. So we're getting a lot of the good 6-drops back, huh? Oh, this card's so disgusting. Terrible. Pretty weak, I think, these days. Not awful, but a 5/6 for 6 feels kind of bad. Safeguard is and you guys are probably familiar with a lot of these cards, but it's okay. Not good, but like okay. Saboteur is terrible. Violet Warden is pretty good. Again, 4/7 stat line's okay. Not great, but okay. And you get taunt and maybe some spell damage value. It's okay. Yeah, good luck clearing before Bone Mare. Yeah, this into Bone Mare. Oh god. Bone Mare is going to be so nasty in this rotation. BG card, it's terrible. Mount Seller, pretty weak, I think. Like Mage, you can kind of make it work if you get What's the name of the card? Magic Trick, but in general, pretty bad. Oh crap, I shouldn't have done that. Now I gotta go all the way back. Okay, we're here. Tunnel Blaster, I hate it. Some people think it's okay, I hate it. Ooze is terrible. Elysiana's pretty weak for Arena, I would say. Batterhead. What do you guys think of Batterhead these days? Still good, you think? Wins games? It's alright. It's alright. Betterhead is in? Oh yeah, the Demon Hunter one? Yeah. That's alright. Can save you, that's true. Innkeeper, generally not good, but with the right deck it can be. Geppetto's pretty weak. Tempest is terrible. Fist is still good. I remember when Fist came back and it was still fine. So I think Fist is still good. Big Bad Archmage, I think, is a little bit slow. Could just be a threat, but not very good. Never skip Dig Day. Okay. Woo. All right, we got one left, and it's a recent one. We'll go through it pretty quickly. I know this has been kind of a marathon, but hopefully it's useful for some people. The final one, Ashes of Outland. Oh, no. Actually still in Standard, so yeah, people are very familiar with this set, I'm sure. Play one more set of ads before, and then we'll get into it. Anyone else wish this set wasn't coming back? Appreciate this. I haven't played with a lot of these cards. Hey, I'm glad. I enjoy going through it, even though it takes a little while, so. This is the Dormant expansion, and I hate the Dormant stuff. It's been wonderful. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I hate the Dormant expansion so much. I don't play Arena, but I'm enjoying the nostalgia drip. Yeah, it's just cool seeing a lot of the old cards, huh? When am I drinking? I'm drinking cold brew and water to try to keep my voice from going, because when I do this, I talk a lot. Even more than normal. Miss Mind Control? Yeah. All right, here we go. Demon Hunter. Here we go. Demon Hunter has good cards in the set, right? Oh god, yes they. Oh no. Oh god, I shouldn't have flipped the page. Cinder Runner, you guys know, good. Felfin, really good. Immolation Aura, premium. Netherwalker, super premium. Spectral Sight, good. Battle Lord, good. Kane, kind of situational, but fine. Metamorphosis, I actually think is kind of weak now. Maybe not weak. What do you guys think? I feel like after the nerf, Metamorphosis feels only okay. All right? I don't know. Not a huge fan anymore. Warglaves is still pretty good. A little expensive, but I think still pretty good. Fel Summoner is bad most of the time, but sometimes good. Antane at 6 mana. It's still okay. I would say okay. It just depends a lot on the situation, right? Like sometimes your Antane is just too slow, but oftentimes it kind of closes out the game. Skull. Yeah, I mean, Skull is still broken, right? Priestess, still broken. I can't believe this. This used to be a 6/7, is that right? Before they nerfed it? Oh my god. Have you added the Mungus remote? Not yet. Sorry, I'll do it after. We're almost done with the review and I'll do it. I got a tab open, okay? Oh, this card. Oh god, I hate this card being back. Oh, it's such a stupid card. Okay, pick commander, whatever. Ironbark, I'd say very mediocre. All the prime cards are pretty good. This one's quite good. Bogbeam, quite good. Fungal Fortune's terrible. Imprisoned Satyr, in my opinion, pretty weak. Some people have made it work, but I think it's kind of weak. Germination, not a big fan. Overgrowth is pretty terrible. Glowfly Storm, pretty terrible in Arena. I was enjoying not having this card in Arena. I was. I didn't need this to come back. Yeah, this is one of the best cards ever printed for Arena. What the hell is that? Freaking Marsh Hydra, man. Oh, God. Okay, Hellbore? Whatever, it's fine. Felmaw is super premium. Super premium, too. I mean, all the dormant 2-drops are just disgusting. Pack Tactics is a fine secret. Scavenger's Ingenuity isn't very good. Porcupine, pretty weak. If you buff it, it can be good. Another Prime card, great, right? Zixor is just, you know, if you draw this, you win the game type thing. I like Lion. I think Lion's quite good. Can't think off the top of my head how many good Death Rattles we're going to have. We just saw Scribe, though, for example. So, is Dread's your real name? Yes. Scrap Shot, You don't have a Beast, it's terrible. Beastmaster Leoroc's terrible. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Slam, bam, thank you, ma'am. You brought back the set? I'm going to tell you guys why this set was brought back. It's because Demon Hunter needs more cards. Because when they bring back old sets, Demon Hunter doesn't have any cards in it, right? So the reason that they have to bring back a more recent set is because of Demon Hunter. That's honestly, I'm almost sure that's the reason. On to Mage. Oh, Font of Power. I like this card. I mean, it just Discover 1, but I still like that card. It's good. Smuggler, good. A little bit of upside. Oh, no. I don't want this card back. Yeah, it's broken. Stupid. Makes me mad. Evocation's still really good, even though it's 2 mana instead of 1 now. Scryer, really good. Take it almost every time. Observer, busted. Another card I just hate. I hate this card. Like, this card on turn 3 is generally just dominate the mid game, and it's just unhealthy for the game, in my opinion. Flow, Spell Mage. Spell Mage. Portal is a fine a fine secret. I wouldn't say it's good. It's fine. It's okay. Blast is back, not very good in Arena. Deep Freeze is still really good. DP is still quite a good card. Hey, what's up? What's up, Pamela? Thank you for the 21 months, Pamela. Welcome back. Thank you. On to Paladin. Yeah, I'm going through this one a little bit faster, but these cards are more recent, so you guys kind of know what's up with these. Aldor is fine. Good card, right? Imprisoned Sungill, also quite good. Oh, Hand of Vidal is back. Used to be a 2/2, +2/2. Now it's +2/1. Still good. Still pretty much an auto pick. You get a card, you get a buff. Still great. And I'm doing well, Kodo. I'm doing well. Libram of Wisdom, meh. Oh, Murgle Prime. Yeah, I mean, you know, this is insane. Hey, what's up, Eggs Benny? Hello. Oh, this card's back too. Underlight Angling Rod is busted as well. Aldor Trueseeker, it's fine. Oh no, this is back? Yeah, I mean, that's busted. You guys know that. Lady Leadrin, generally bad. Oh no, Libram of Hope is back too. Ugh. Another busted card. Dude, it's funny, you go to the new sets and it's like there's so many busted cards. Homunculus, really good. Reliquary of Souls, I'd say one of the weaker primes, but still fine. What the hell is this? That card's terrible. Renew is back. 2 mana instead of 1 now, but that's okay. I still love you, Renew. I'll always love you. And someone mentioned this earlier. Sethic is back. Omega busted. So many good Mage Priest cards coming back. Apotheosis, I think, is pretty bad now in Arena after the nerf. Overseer, it can be good, but you kind of have to have a good setup for it. It's Snowbally. I hate the card, but I wouldn't say it's a good card objectively. Psych Split busted. Really, really strong. Oh, yes. Let's go. So what we can do now, chat, is we can go turn 6 Skeletal Dragon. Turn 6 Bone Drake. Bone Drake gives us Skeletal Dragon. Boom. Woo! And then Skeletal Dragon gives us another Bone Drake. And then that Bone Drake gives us another Skeletal Dragon. Infinite. Yes. This card back. Oh, no. I hate that card. Yeah, it's insane. Soul Mirror is broken. You guys know that. Stunner, not very good. Hard to make work. Spy Mistress Premium. Ambush Premium. Ash Chunk Slayer Premium. Bamboozle, Keck W. Sometimes it can actually be good. Dirty Tricks, I think, is a pretty weak secret in my experience. Shadow Jeweler Hanar, hard to make work. Akama is one of the weaker primes in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of that card. Greyheart Sage, pretty bad. Oh no, this card's back. When does the patch drop? On Tuesday. Very soon. Very, very soon. Vagrant's one of the best 7-drops ever printed. It's an auto pick. On to Shaman. Bogstroke Clacker, still okay. Got some upside, obviously. Lady Vash, one of the better primes, I would say. Marsh Spawn, broken. Portal, broken. Totemic Reflection. We are losing... You guys said we are losing Amalgam, right? So we're not going to get cheesed by the 4-5 into the buff into game over. I think that's not going to be a thing anymore, which is nice. That was such a stupid combo. Is Evil Totem? I don't think it is, because Evil Totem was in this past rotation, so I think it's gone. Torrent is still really good removal, I would say. Vivid Spores is busted. Bog Spine Knuckles also busted. Rumbler is fine. Kind of hard to trigger, but fine. Oh god, Lurker is back. I mean, at least it's a legendary, but Lurker is one of the most insane cards ever printed, at least from an arena perspective. Busted. On to Warlock. Oh, Shadow Cancel memes are back. Okay. It's fun when I do it. It's a good card, I'd say, overall. Fellbolt's decent. It's a little hard to use sometimes, but I still think it's a decent card. Scrap Imp is busted. The Warlock Prime is generally really good, but you do have to have some demons. Dark Lair, still really good at 3-4 with some upside, right? Jade Matron is okay. I'm not a huge fan, but it's okay. Dark Portal's a keck. Hand of Gul'dan is a keck. Keladon is a what the hell? This card's insanely broken. Oh, Dreadlord's back. Oh, this card's so annoying. Yeah, it's really good, obviously. You guys know. No, I forgot. I was like, oh, I knew I was forgetting one of the stupid dormant cards. Fucking Imprisoned Ganarg is back. Sword and Board is fine. Corsair Cash is still okay. Bladestorm is kind of hard to use. Bone True Raider is still premium. Bulwark is a keck. Wormall Challenger's okay. Kargath Blade Fist is very, very good. Oftentimes you'll generate this card. Scrap Golem, meh. Blood Boil Brute still quite good. And finally, the neutrals. Oh, so we're getting Og Merchants back. Oh. So that means people are gonna have way more pings than they have in this meta. Good to know. Good to remember. I feel like that changes how you play a little bit because people have pings so often. Hey, Dread, just drafted a dual class deck. Got 4 scrap. It was 4 again. I'm sitting at 0-1. Looking forward to trying my luck. Pursue later. Oh, yeah, you can do Warlock, Warrior, and have both. Oh, God. Turn 1 Ganarg. Turn 2 Scrap Imp. Holy shit. Okay, so yeah, the Og Merchants are all really good. The best one is Guardian Og Merchant. I would say second best is Rocket Og Merchant, Ethereal, but they're all good. Infectious Sporling. I still think, I'm still going to say, to this day, I think Sporling's all right. I don't think Sporling's bad. I think it's got its place. Hey, what's up, Jason? Hope you're doing well. I think this card's okay. Do you guys agree? All right. Like, it's not bad. It's got its place. I literally never drafted it. I still never takes it. Nope. I take it. I mean, not a lot, but I take it. Ash Tongue isn't very good. It's not worth the effect, I would say. Brawler's good. Premium 2. One of the better 2-drops. One of the best 2-drops, I would say. Outside of, like, the dormant stuff. I was really enjoying this card not being a thing for the last 2 months. Like, it's been nice not having this card played against me on turn 2. Moarg's fine. Obviously, if your class has a lot of spells, you get some benefit from it. It's still fine. 2-mana, 2/4. Initiate, still a very good 2-drop. Blistering Rod is terrible. Shadow Weaver's still really good. Orc's still really good. Gorefiend, it's okay. It's a card you have to plan a little bit, but it's okay. Terrorguard's terrible. Scorpid, here it is. Scorpid is insane. You seem to be looking forward to all these OP cards looking back. I'm looking forward to the old cards coming back more than all these OP cards. That's my current feeling about it. But, you know, it's still... We haven't played with them for a while. I think it's okay. Wanderer's a fine 4-drop. Like, a little bit above average, I'd say. Felfen's terrible. Magtheridon's terrible. Maiev is okay. I feel like Maiev is still, even though it's been around for a long time, people have very different opinions about how good it is. I think that Maiev is good and can be great in the right deck. Like if you're a super tempo-oriented deck, this card can be insane. But it's not like always great. It's kind of my current feeling about it. Okay, hold on. Replicatatron, dude. We've got smiley face in chat if you're a Replicatatron believer. Who are the Replicatatron believers? I know like some of you have been converted by Judge and Veritas. I'm still not sold, but that's okay. That's okay. Replicatatron. Cultist is pretty mediocre. Alar is, I'd say Alar isn't good, but it's not terrible. Oh god, Raider is back. Honestly, I don't actually get that mad about Raider being back. Raider feels to me like a strong card, but it's not a card I get really angry about. I don't know why. It's just because it leaves behind only a 1-attack minion, and normally, you know, it's almost always good, but it doesn't make me as angry as some of the other cards. If that makes sense. Waste Warden is pretty mediocre. Normally, you only hit one thing with it. Oh yeah, we get Skystalker back too. Oh wow. So the quality of 6-drops is going up a lot, and 5-drops, because Dragon Maw, Skystalker, and Scorpid, which also means you probably need to draft 6-drops a little less highly now. Do you mean angry like Dragon Maw Poacher? Nothing is that bad. I fucking hate this card so much. Oh, I fell behind. I guess it's fine. Let me just play Shavara. Now I'm ahead. Hey, tee GG. Okay, I'm good. I'm fine. I really, really hate that card. Vanguard's a really good big card. Kael'thas is terrible. Abyssal is generally bad, but okay, and like Priest. Colossus is quite good, I would say. All right. That's it. What's up, Lori? Hello, hello. That's it, guys. That's all the cards coming back. So clearly, as we get to the more recent expansions, the power level is way higher. I do think Knights of the Frozen Throne will compete, though, and I think Ungoro can compete to a certain degree, right? So I'm not so sure about the Gadgetzan cards. I feel like a lot of those, it's going to feel pretty bad when you're offered those ones, but yeah, it's going to be crazy because there's so much happening at once. It's going to be rotation, dual class, and mini set all at once. Kind of nuts. Hey, Dread, sorry, missed the review. Can you do it again? Sure, yeah, just give me about 10 minutes and we'll get back in there. Do it again. Run it back. What do you guys think? Early predictions for the best dual class combos based on what we've seen. Anyone have any ideas about what they think is going to be good or bad? Demon Hunter is going to be so good. Yeah. I mean, Demon Hunter hero power and dual class should just be great too, right? Sure, look at what's leaving. I think I'm going to cut it there on the review. We can talk about it a little bit after. I'm going to do an arena run and we can just chill a little bit and talk about it. So, you think Mage 2, Warrior with Shaman, hero power, Paladin, whatever, anything plus Demon Hunter and Ganarg into Harbor Scamp and Defias Cannoneer. Oh, for the new cards? Yeah. I don't know if it's only a week, Saskia. I'm not sure. I don't think they've confirmed it. Demon Hunter, Shaman, Mage. I mean, traditionally, Warrior and Rogue have had pretty good synergy. And there should be some Pirate synergy there. So, like, Rogue first, Warrior second or something. I think Warlock will still be really good. The Warlock Hero Power is still quite good in dual class, if I remember correctly, so... Rogue Lock is fun. Yeah. Rogue with all the holding other class card stuff. Yeah, it's always pretty good. And the combos, I mean, Blood Bloom is a thing, but 4 mana feels a little bit less bad now. I mean, you'll still lose to Blood Bloom UI if they have that, or Blood Bloom Amber, but at least it's happening a little bit later. Paladin Angora is insane. Yeah, I mean, Paladin will be quite good, I think. Now review Mercenary Heroes. No, thank you. What are the worst classes? Oh, I don't know. That's hard. There's so many like good cards coming back. Some bad Shaman cards coming back. I feel like Shaman's not going to be very good. That's kind of my current feeling. My current feeling. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed the review of the cards coming back. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment ayaya. Okay? All very important.